It's how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash. If I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash when he coming back. What's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat. Kyrie Irving. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, Lord help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. Not going back, I never thought I'd make it without. I took the same watch out. Like, what is we talking about?
All right.
Got it, he working it out.
What is good? What is good?
Oh,
we lit, we out. Rain on me. What is good? What is good? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Who's ready to grow? Who's ready to grow? Hey, rain on me. All right, we good. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's get the party started. How y'all feeling? Everybody good? You guys great? You guys great or what? Ready to grow? Ready to grow? Who we got here today? Wokey in the building. What is good? What up, Classic Trader? Tim Trades in the house. What up, Surge? What up, DJ Scratches? All right, Z Gamer in the building. Only Bands is here. All right, Arrow Sassy in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Big W, Big W. What up, Vince? Sheesh, the Big M in the house. There he is, the Big M. OGH in the building. What up, Zach? My goodness, Danny Cash, Jay Coop, Shane. Okay. Ben Bennett in the building. Man. I gotta pause this thing nowadays. I gotta pause it. YouTube, how we feeling? Welcome back. Another New York session. Who's ready to grow? Who's ready to grow? Who's ready to learn? Who's ready to become? Let's go. Who's ready to overcome, to become even greater than you already are? What up, Dominic? What up, Q? I know Q's ready. What up, Jamie? What's good, Tommy? Hey, we got Ben Smith. We got Ben Bennett. We got them. We got all the Bens. Yeah, what up, Gareth? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Issam in the house. The Viking is here. All right. Certified in the building. Let's get it. Energy, how we feeling today? How we doing? Welcome in. I think we are just about ready to roll. Yeah? Just about ready to go. I think we're good. Let's move this chat over a little bit. And let's, yeah, man, yeah. Only Bands, how we feeling? What up, SK? What up, Lucas? Hazza in the building. There he is. Jason C in the house. All right, the heavy hitters are rolling in now. FX Champ in the building. What up, Vivian Young? All right. The 8-figure traders are here. Exit Strat in the building. What up, Leonardo? Stephen B in the house. All right, I think we can get started now that he's here. Yeah, what'd he say? Let me pray for y'all real quick, and then we'll rock and roll here, all right? Let's do this. Father God, I thank you for this group, Lord. I thank you that they're fired up. I pray you would bless them, meet them where they are, Lord. We give you all the glory for the knowledge and the wisdom that you continue to instill in us. Lord, did you say we are gods? Not the God, not the God to be worshipped, but gods from the God, from the Most Highest. We thank you for that awakening. We thank you for that remembrance. We thank you that all things are possible for those who believe. Lord, we give you the glory for the great awakening taking place here, and we honor you in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's get to it. Yeah. What do you say? Could you believe a little bit? Could you have faith, ye, the size of a mustard seed? Yeah? What do you say, gang? What do you say? Let's get into it. Let's talk about today. Today is the 28th of January. So another day, another opportunity for us to keep moving forward, right? Keep moving the bar forward. One day at a time. You guys notice how each and every day you tend to get a little bit better, and you might not realize it at the end of the night. But you look back at the end of the week or the end of the month and you go, whoa, that was pretty good. I performed pretty well. I controlled myself, right? So you guys are growing. I'm super proud of y'all, growing on a daily basis here. And, it's just one step closer to that 8-figure mark. So keep the main thing, right? Make sure you understand what the main goal is, and let's stay out of here every day. So once again, Wednesday the 28th. We don't really have much going on here during our session together, but we do have just like this crude oil stuff at 10:30, and then 2 p.m. 2 p.m. will be FOMC. You'll get the press conference here at 2:30. There should be a lot of volatility this afternoon at some point, right? Especially after 2 p.m. So keep that in mind, right? Markets have been a little funky from pretty much the start of the week, right? So I think we've been waiting on this all week long, and here it is. So today we get our meeting and our word from the Fed and whatnot, and we'll see where that brings us tomorrow and Friday. So yeah, enjoy it. Trump talking crazy, talking yo-yos on the US dollar. He said, I make it go up, down like a yo-yo. I'd make it do whatever I want. My goodness. Well, we'll be here to trade this. Let's jump into the technicals here, and let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's get into it. As you guys know, I'm going to ask you, if you can, give the stream a like. Yeah, sub to the channel, like the stream, like it up. Pay the fee. All right, we good. Let me move this over here. How's the music? Let me get a little heads up on the music here, and I think we should be good. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe. Let me lower it. All right, that should be good. Okay, we should be good right there. So let's get rid of all this. Let's move up to the daily here, and let's talk gold for a few minutes. So we have a continued rally here. As we mentioned the other day, right? We kind of were like, what is this thing, right? It was like a weird red-looking thing on the daily time frame, but that, believe it or not, was a bearish candle, and that bearish candle stood zero chance, right? We didn't even make a lower wick on this current candle. We broke the highs. We continue to push up, and we are showing zero signs of slowing down here on gold, and I mean zero. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to continue moving up. We're up here in the 53. Like, a couple days ago we weren't even looking at 5, and here we are blasting right through it, pushing on through 5,300 right there in sight. So the daily is just humming here, continuing to move bullish, create all-time highs. We've created all-time highs every day since the 16th of the month. So over 10 days here, I think, or at least 7, right? 7 trading days. But anyways, let's drop down to the 4-hour. Let's see what's cooking here. We did close. Let's talk about a couple of these candles real quick. So you had this 4-hour range, right, that we were kind of stuck in. We did a little fake out here, ended up closing above, but way up here. Next candle moves up. We close a no top wick, right? And we close a no top wick again. What do we know about bullish candles that close a no top wick? It really begins it kind of starts to end the party, if that makes sense, right? Like, the party's not over yet, but we should be ending soon, right? So now you get this second candle with no top wick. The following candle now closes extremely weak doji on the 4-hour chart. We broke the lows here. So could we really hold on to the high, right, and continue moving down? This 4-hour pullback truly needs this 4-hour time frame truly needs a pullback at this moment, especially with the rally going on with the daily time frame. So let's go see what this rejection is here. Let's go see what we got going on with the 1-hour and all that, because we are rejecting that area now. So looks like that was just the 1-hour candles coming down excuse me, to create support. We did close a no top wick here, so that's pretty interesting. Right now I'm thinking, if we hold the high here, right, and start to flip down again and close below this 1-hour support, right, there's a very high chance that we can at least fill the wick, right, and then possibly even come back down into these ranges here, right, as that 4-hour is literally screaming for a pullback. So I need to see what this wick represents on the 30-minute and the 15, just to see if we have more support, which we do here. So as we approach the 30-minute time frame, you have supports right here, right? You have resistances here. We did slightly close above, right? But keep in mind that 1-hour candle has no top wick on it, right? So could we trust this 1-hour candle? That's the question, right? Could we trust it, right? So what we want to see is we want to see if price gonna close above? Is it going to fake out? What is it going to do above 75, right? Because above 75, we do have range, right? Let's measure the range, 200 pips. So we do have some range here. Now, if you can close bearish, right, but above the, let me just make it red. If you can close bearish, right, but above the range, then there's a very high chance if we can get the next candle to close bullish, right, then that's going to be our support, and then we can look to take a buy moving up here. So I like that idea, right? If we're going to stay bullish, I want to stay above 74, make sure we're getting all of our closures above there, and then we can trade that range up into, what is it? 95, yeah, 95 there. So we'll see about that. Now I am open for the sells here as well, because again, we did close with no top wick on that previous 1 hour. We closed like, you know, we closed okay here on the 30-minute time frame. So we'll see what this guy wants to do, and I think if we close probably below this range here, then there's a chance that we can come down and give that candle a lower wick, right? So probably going to keep my eye on that. Yeah, probably going to keep my eye on this little zone here. So I think if we remain above all this, we can look for continued buy positions like I drew out before. We either wait for like, you know, new support and then keep moving up. Or if we close below, right, then there is a high chance that we can move down, right, as that 4-hour candle has no, I'm sorry, not the 4-hour. What was it? Yeah, 4-hour candle, right? As that 4-hour candle already broke the low there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We're in a little bit of a funky area. I would wait for either closure. I would wait for this candle to close here, get a 30-minute closure, and then if we do get a strong bearish closure, right, that leaves a wick, then I think we can move ourselves down, look to target 52, like 52, 55 here, and then get out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But overall, we got some opportunity. Right, we got some opportunity, so we just got to play it correctly. Again, I wouldn't jump the gun too quickly. This candle can easily close back above the range, just leave a wick, and then give us like a celery play for price to continue moving up. So a lot of time left on this current candle. We'll see where it wants to go. But I think that'll lead us right into 9 a.m., so that should be perfect. We'll get a new hourly closure, right? And we'll also get a new 30, 15, and all that good stuff. So yeah, also wouldn't mind if the 1 hour came crashing down here, closed below the range, then we can look for more sells at that point as well. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Do we get a fake out? Do we get a fake out here? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous going against the rally here, but we're open for it, right? If the technicals line up, we know what to do. So that is that's gold. So we'll see what happens. Let's pay close attention to 52.70 and see how we react and, you know, what we do here. So that is yeah, that's the vibe here. That's the vibe on gold today. Other than that, you got good sells below 48, and then other than that, you know, you wait for closures back above. So if that, what I mean by that is if we kind of like push too hard, like kind of close right here, then we don't have a trade there. You know what I mean? So at that point, we got to either wait for a second closure below, and then we go in for the sells, or we wait for a bullish candle closing back above the range, right, at this point, and then we can take buys at that point. All right. So you notice how I know what I want. You see, I drew up everything I'd be willing to take here. So now I know exactly what I want. So anything else is just noise. Right? Nothing else matters. Outside of what I just drew up, nothing else matters at this point. Will I maybe at some point in the session redo my analysis and maybe draw some other things up? Yes. But until then, you guys see exactly what I'm looking for, and I will not deviate. I will not deviate today. One thing I think traders need to be able to do more is not be afraid to back out of a deal. Right? So you hear me say, hey, if we get a closure below here, right, we can take the sell. And then we get this closure, right? And it's all the way down here, and I skip out on the sell, but you go, nah, you know what? It's still a closure below, right? But where did it, like, it already moved through the range, right? So I'm very easily able and willing to, if the candle closes like here, to back out of the deal, right? Where most traders aren't. And what happens usually is most traders get in, gets popped down into this range, they go a couple pips in profit, and back up we go, and then they're stopped out. So you got to be willing to stand on business, right? And be confident and be stern on what you're looking for. And if it doesn't, like, how many times do we have an opportunity? Like yesterday, for an example, the buys looked so great. I'm like, man, 28 seconds. If we could just close exactly like that, we got ourselves a great trade here. But 28 seconds later, right, instead of the candle closing like this, we want it to close like this, right? 28 seconds later, I basically have my buy stop ready to go. 28 seconds later, we get the closure, and it closes like this, right? So are you able to back out of that deal, right? Most traders are not. Most traders are going to set the buy stop anyway, and they might win there that day, but can that happen over and over to allow them to be consistently profitable in trading? Probably not, right? So you got to be willing to back out of deals too sometimes when they're not the exact image and picture that you want. Don't be afraid to be the master negotiator. Love from Pakistan. Let's go. Pakistan, the greatest place in the world. What up, Green? How we feeling? How we feeling? Who's the GOAT? You the GOAT. You the GOAT. You're the GOAT, man. All right, where's my Clubhouse chat? Here it is. Here it is. Zoltan, Badio Life in the building. There he is. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, let's look at NQ here as well. Might have some better opportunities here. Looks like we're at support. So let's take a look. Daily time frame. I'm looking for a bottom wick. I'm looking for a bottom wick here on NQ. I've been looking for it since Asian session, so let's see if we can get it here in New York. 4 hours starting to make its way down. Again, you know, we really desperately need a pullback here on the 4 hour time frames, right? Everything's just been so bullish. 1 hour is looking not that bad. The only issue is we never close below here. So if we can get a closure below, then I like that. Keep this in mind. This candle right here, you know, was bearish, right? All bearish at 1.2 and then pop right back in the range. So we're going to need a closure below there. And then once we do, we have all that clean traffic and this as well. So we talked about this in Asian last night. Still trying to find that opportunity, right, to go short here. 30-minute time frame, you got support, right? So we'll see what happens. I'll probably wait on the hourly closure, see if we can close below in like 18 minutes, and then if we got a wick fill, then that's going to be pretty nice. You know, we got all the way down into 01, and then below 01, you got all the way clean traffic down into 75 there. So perfect little range. Perfect little range. Did I take any trades yesterday? I did not take any trades. No, I actually sat for Asian. Was around a little bit for pre-New York, New York. I was even around in the afternoon. But just didn't see anything I liked. Didn't see anything I liked. Didn't see anything worth it. Let's see. Trade ovates freezing. Ay. No way. The real. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Damn. What about on TradingView? Is it all jammed up on TradingView? Let me open my TradingView real quick. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. You guys mean it's frozen as if like candles are not moving? No, mine's good. Mine's Gucci. Yeah, so same deal here. Closures below. You know, gold is not looking too bad here. I love that we have no top wick here. If we can get this bearish closure, it's gonna look pretty good. Yeah, TradingView is working for me. Interesting. Did I have a buy stop? No. No, this is just I don't know why they leave it like that, but basically they leave it ready for me. Yeah, isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, I'm not sure why that's there. I guess if I wanted to, I can start it, you know? Was in a trade and the P&L froze. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. I seen Top Step is going to be launching their broker pretty soon. Pretty shortly. Yo, what up, Steven? What's good? Let's have an awesome day. Hell yeah. Do I trade Asian or London? I trade Asian, yeah. Yeah, I don't really trade London too much. Not too much. We do trade London in the clubhouse, though. Bunch of people trade London here. It's just middle of the night for me. So I used to trade London. I traded London all last year, which was pretty fun. But candles moving, but price is stuck. Gotcha. So with TradeOvate and TradingView, you got to go top right corner on TradeOvate and just go to add-ons. Yeah, it's considered an add-on. So go add it on. It's like $6 or $7 or $8 a month or something like that. I did not take any trades in Asia. No, there was like maybe there was really no opportunity for me. I mean, I could probably say there was, but we had like no bottom wick on probably the only opportunity I liked, which was, where was Asian? Yeah, I think we were looking around here. So was open to taking buys here. Just really no bottom wick. And at the same time, I was kind of trying to see if we can get a closure below the range here. So like this range right here. But yeah, this candle really didn't give much of a bottom wick. I think some people took this trade in the clubhouse. Yeah, but it wasn't worth it for me. I didn't really like it. What did I say last? Not my cup of tea. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Took silver. Okay, nice. Nice. Silver. What up, Peter? Welcome in. What is no bottom wick on gold? Wait, what is no bottom wick on the bullish candle on gold daily mean? Which one? The current daily candle? No bottom wick on any candle just means that candle had so much volume. When it opened up, it was never able to even make a low. Now, what'll happen is sometimes you'll get a rally candle like that. I mean, look at that candle, right? That's a massive, so you can tell, okay, yeah, that one truly meant business, right? But what'll happen a lot of times is you will come up and then come back down to create the lower wick, right? So a lot of times if a bullish candle starts off moving up without creating a lower wick, like 80% chance it's coming back down at some point. It might go up a little bit, come down. It might go a lot of it and come down. But there's like an 85% chance that you will grab that bottom wick and then, you know, whatever, get it established. Now, there's also like a 10-15% chance, right? Like in this guy's case, where you don't come back down for the lower wick. What I've noticed is that later on, like later, that like we're looking for an opportunity right now, right? To potentially grab that lower wick. So it already happened. You see how it happened? So later on, a lot of times is price will do its thing and, you know, blah, 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 right? And then it'll come down and maybe you'll get like a closure below a range and then you'll be able to spot this candle with no lower wick. And we'll be like, all right, let's see if we can get price to come down to give that candle a lower wick. And then a lot of times it just pops right back up from there. So the 10 or 15% of the times that it doesn't come back for a lower wick, later on, either later that session or maybe the next session or even the next day, price will come back down and give that candle a lower wick, right? So you see it happen here too, like this guy here, this guy came down, boom, gave it a lower wick, and then this dude here, right, you had no lower wick there. Where did we come? Straight there, boom. Same thing with our trade was it yesterday? The day before, I think, the buys, right? We came straight up to that one candle. We gave that candle a wick, and then we rejected there for like one more candle, and then continued moving bullish, right? But notice how we went up, gave that candle a wick, struggled there for a minute, then found our footing, and continued moving up. Same thing with wick fills, right? So a lot of times what'll happen is you'll get a candle that'll push up way up, and then boom, and then come down, right? And then later on, like you won't, this is a rejection wick right now, so chances are this next candle won't fill the wick. It'll go down, right? And later on that wick will get filled. So meaning like price will just kind of come in range, go about its business, right? Do something like this maybe, and then later on you'll get some sort of a closure, right, back above the zone, and that's when that wick gets filled, right? It happens later on at a more higher time of volume, where price finally gets a little breakout after like creating all this structure, and then now we're going to target that once rejection wick. We're going to look to target that guy now on the left hand side. So you'll see that a lot too, and you'll see me do that all the time. Look to target some of those wicks that were created hours before that are designed to be filled when the volume comes in. Love from Iraq. Let's go. Let's go. The Viking is here. How you doing?
How you doing?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you, man. How are you?
Great to see you.
Appreciate it, man.
I am
Appreciate
excellent.
it. Great to see everyone here.
Yeet. Incredible I am, my
love
friend. Incredible.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear.
Let's get Magnus on the big screen.
Let's get it.
Hey, shout out
What's
to
up,
some
everyone?
of you guys.
What's up, YouTube?
You know, some of these guys, I see them, they tag me on Instagram. They got us on like 84-inch TVs in the living room and all that. This stream beyond the TV in my living room. You know, my kids watch this stream every day. Every day.
Yo, I love that.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. That's
Sometimes
like
my
their-
girl too.
Yeah.
I can kind of hear it in the living room right there.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
awesome.
it's nice.
It's awesome. But how was London, bro?
It was great, man. Not really anything. We just juiced off. We waited for like 4:15 for like a new support, but yeah, we never got that low awake and stuff, so we just dipped.
Nice. Yeah, we've been trying to
Yeah.
stick around a little later in Asian too to try and snag something over the last couple days, but nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
same here in London, but yeah, if there isn't anything, there isn't anything. We might wait for until like 5, 6, but we leave with a plan, and that's the best thing too.
Exactly. Yeah, leave
So
it
I've
a
seen a lot of
plan.
people who kill it in pre-New York or a little bit before, if there's anything showing up there.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, what you thinking about gold?
You want my honest opinion?
Yes, sir. I don't want your dishonest opinion, I'll tell you that.
Nah, it's a little bit short, but I mean, we could get something. The
Yeah.
15 clean though. 15 clean to move.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like so we got a new hour coming up. So it'd be nice even if the hour doesn't close below, you still have like resistance, right? So like you still have your high, a low, a potential new high, right, for price to continue driving down. So I would still need to probably wait for the closure below on the 15 and that will also break the 1 hour lows, but like if we can get a nice little pullback here on 15 minute, and then a nice closure like that, I like this. I like this.
Yeah, I would like sells here too. I kind of like the buys coming back up. I don't know. I got a feeling we're pretty bullish too, but we could definitely come back down. That 4 hour is in need for a pullback.
Yeah, exactly. So I think for me, I'll probably hold off on the buys. If price wants to move up and do that, great. If it wants to grab those buyers as liquidity, even better, right? And then it come back down. I think the sells, I'm a little bit more confident in here. I know the buys have been playing out, but it's like you said, it's calling, right? Calling for that pullback.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Even though if we come up with one more bullish candle here after this bullish candle, and then on that candle we kind of grab the buyers and then close resistance, that'd be fire to retest these lows here.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, like a new like bullish candle up till like 70 there. You're lined up. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so you're
That'd be
saying
fire.
the 9 a.m. candle moves up.
Exactly.
9 a.m.
And
candle
then the
moves
next
up.
one creates resistance or like inverted celery right there, and then boom, down.
Boom.
Back down we go.
Up and down, like a yo-yo. Like the
Oh,
US dollar.
yeah. Oh, Trump is funny.
Oh, snap.
Yo, man said I can move the market like a yo-yo.
Whoever walked the dog, you guys ever used the yo-yo and walked the dog? That one was lit. I like that trick the best.
Yo, that's funny.
Yes, sir. Yo,
Yes,
anything
sir.
on gold today? Nothing yet. We just got here not too long ago. Monthly record, does it include live streams? It includes just basically the days, like, so the end of the day result pretty much. Indonesia market crash 8%. It's a big miss that I didn't buy yesterday. It depends, what time, what candle, what session, like, I mean, there was bearish candles and bullish candles yesterday, so it just depends on what time and what was the 4-hour looking like and what did the price action look on the 15 and the 30, so you could have made money buying or selling yesterday.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't matter. The market moves all the time. The market moves while you sleep. So you shouldn't wake up and instantly just get into regret that you slept.
Yeah.
Like it's just the same thing. So we only look for the plan and that's it.
The bias.
So it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what happens. It just matters if you follow your plan or not.
Yeah, the bias could also be bullish in the beginning of the day and bearish towards the end of the day, So you got to also follow that 4-hour candle, let that kind of guide your session like we do. And that'll give you a little bit more accuracy and precision on some of the trades that you take. And, again, if you want buys, you'll be able to snag them and be pretty precise with it.
Yo.
If we close like this, am I going long? No. Nope. No. If we close like really weak bullish, probably won't be going long. If we close pretty strong though, right, and leave a lower wick, then yes, I'm open to that. I'm open to kind of using this as a little bit of an observation zone as well, and just saying, hey, if we close in it, then there's no trade. If we close above it with a good bullish candle, right, we have an opportunity there. If we wait for the closure below, then we have opportunity there as well.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can move this now, make our little adjustment. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, because now we are at the bottom of the range here, so we'll see. Hyped up for the broker on Top Step, just because it's Project X? Probably. That's probably the hype.
Yeah, I think it's only US based. So
Yeah,
I might
that
move
too.
to the US.
Damn, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's bad though. But it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. How to gain confidence in the market? You sample size data, and then basically from then on in your career, you only trade that sample size data that has a positive ROI on it, and then you'll continue to stay consistent with that, and that consistency will breed confidence, because as you stay consistent, you get more experience, more repetition, you see that the system works more than it doesn't, you make money, you're happy, you're joyful, blah 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 blah, and that'll bring much more confidence into you as a trader. But if you keep breaking the plan and jumping into trades because of emotions, that's only going to just give your self-image a hit. It's going to decrease your confidence at a level you are unaware of. So I would not do that. I would not do that at all, right? So try and stick to a plan that works and never ever deviate. The less you deviate, the more you believe in the winner within, right? You're bringing out the winner within who gets things done regardless of emotions. And the more you can do that, the more you become proud of yourself, the more you love yourself, the more the better your self-image becomes, and ultimately the more confidence you will display at the desk while you're trading these markets.
Yep.
Joined the clubhouse yesterday, but I can't see the link. Jose, if you haven't gone to the announcements channel yet, go to the announcements, click the link there, and then that's where you're going to get the link sent to you. Yes, sir. If you need any help, just email us like right away, info@TimeDAYY, and we'll help you out.
That's perfect. Yeah. What's up, Olaf? What's up? We're doing incredible here on this blessed day. Shakes for real. This is sword to my heart right there.
Ireland.
Mad funny.
Fix the delay on TradingView. I think if you buy one of the best or highest packages, it'll help out. But it's still, I mean, I have a pretty, I don't know if I have the highest package or not, but I know I got a good one. But there's still, let's go down to the 15 here. There's still delay for sure.
Yeah, a little bit. There's delay on mine too. I mean, I mean, for the top one, you pay like 140 for the data. So I hope you got a good package.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. But the biggest package should help a little bit. There might still be some. So.
Yeah, it's still like slightly delayed.
But if you set your limits, I mean, if it hits, it hits. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like your money will be floating, but the candle won't be moving. So I get it. It's a little uncomfortable and whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how we do here. So we're closing pretty good bullish. So if we can get a lower wick, you know, the entries are looking pretty good here. So we're going to need a lower wick here, and then we'll look for potential entries on the break of the highs. If we just start pushing up, then that may be the first sign that, you know, this candle could reject, come down, and close bearish. So let's give it time to open up and see what happens.
For bullish though, broke previous lows and 1 hour closed above support and 32. So.
Yep. Yeah, 4 hour came down, coming back up. Yep. 1 hour closed bearish. So that's why we definitely need a lower wick here. 30-minute closed bearish, 15 closing bullish. So we'll see. I got no problem waiting too if we don't get exactly what we want here.
Oh yeah, I need exactly what we want.
Do I have an open position already? No, I don't. Order filled. No, I'm just kidding. I do not.
Yeah, Q, it's monthly. Yeah, top one. 140.
Let's take a look at.
But I mean, you can make it back in one payout. There's daily payouts too, so I bet it's fine.
All right. The Nasdaq. We did close below here on NQ. We still have that support sitting right there. So let's see if we can get below that. And if we can, then yeah, I'd like the sells here. Maybe we pop up, make a good top wick, come down, close below, and then we got all this clean range here to the left.
Goldie made a bottom wick now too.
Goldie.
But 71 pips, maybe more. Let's see.
71.
80, 86 type of range.
That's okay. I think we're gonna just have to put up with these.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. I guess lower size and. Yeah, so that bottom wicks look pretty good to me. So I'm gonna have a buy stop here. See if we can keep moving up. Maybe this 4 hour candle is done with the move down, and we move up here. So buys look pretty good above 52. I like the sells below 47. So let's see if we can run it up here. We'll go 74. Yeah, we can go like 2 lots here. Let me just do my math real quick. All right. Any open positions on gold? No. Nope, not yet. 74, I think that's like 16. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1 lot here. Not because the trade's not good, just because the stops are crazy. Order filled. Yo, what up, Wiz B? Wiz Gems in the house. Let's go, let's go.
Wiz Gems. What's up, man?
All right, cool. So now we should have the sellers in here in terms of like the you know, price being at support, 1 hour also being at support here. So we'll see. I like sells only if we can close below, right? If we can close below the range here, then yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. Or maybe celery, like come up close weak again here.
Yeah.
Because early buyers definitely got smacked now. Like they're out. So if they're out now and we close like weak bullish, that 30 might just run up to.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to wait because we're pushing like 120 stops now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to delete this. We might have to wait. So that's good. You know, let's let this 15-minute candle give us some information. We know now, hey, if we can close weak, then we can set the buy stop again, use the next candle as the stop loss, right? So I have a stop here versus down here. Or if this 15-minute candle, the information we get closes below the range, then most likely, you know, we can probably drive down here. So let's just see where we fall. Unless you want to use the 100 pip stop, I mean, it is what it is. We've deleted once or twice this week with 120 pip stops, and price still ended up moving. So it's on you. You know, if you want to hold it, hold it. If not, then, you know, just wait for the 15 and you'll have some more information there. But it still looks good.
Good.
Like, look, when we used to trade gold 2 years ago, this was like a 40 pip stop. So I'd 100% be keeping my, you know, buy stop in play here, right? Oops, in play like this. If the stops are like you know, being that they're 100 and what are they? 120, 130. This used to be like 40, 50. Anyone remember? My goodness, I want those times. I want those times back. Right?
Same for real.
So that was awesome because then what we were able to do in a lot of cases was use the previous low, right, as the stop and the entry on the break of the highs. But you know, now we get 100 pip stops and it's tough. You know, it's tough. It's nice when it goes in your favor, but 100 pips now, yeah, even more.
Yeah, I'm definitely good here.
Yeah, same. Boom, boom. What lot size do I normally use? On 100Ks, like 3, 4, 5. 5 on the best trades, 3 or 4 on the rest of them. This is good though. Remember what we talked about a little earlier about price breaking the high and closing bearish, right? That's the original idea that we have here today. So let's see if it can stick with that. There's your liquidity. We'll see what happens.
Yo, that's true. J. Coop, we used to have 150 pip daily candles. Now the daily candles are like 1,000 each.
Facts. Now the bottom wick on the 15-minute candle is 100 pips. Wild.
That's insane.
Am I streaming FOMC? Maybe from the golf course. What do you guys think? You guys want to see me? You guys want to see me golf today? That's probably the only FOMC stream you're getting out of me.
Just do live Instagram.
Look at this. Look at this. The original idea.
Holy.
Perfect. Not bad, not bad. Do. Let me scroll down here on this chat. What up, Daniel? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, cool. So we drew this up a little while ago. Let's see if we can get a candle to close. We got 7 minutes on this closure here. So let's see if we can get some candles to close in our favor. And again, you know, we got a lot of volume coming in right now. So 9:15, 9:30, we should be good to go. Still waiting for the major TTE. Wait, what is that? Invitational? Gold be teasing? A little bit. Oh, no more top step change it to end of day. Aha. Yeah. So you guys see what I mean here, right? About that move down. So let's see what we do, because we're going to come right into this rejection area. But will we push through? I mean, I think we could eventually fill this wick here, right? Especially if we do get the closures that we're looking for below. If we remain above, that's different. But if you do get closures below, I can see 50, 52, 33, and even coming down into like 29 there. Golf, got to stream on the golf course. That'd be crazy. All right, cool. Okay. What up, Rafi? Rafi in the building. What's good? What's good? Is Rafi on Zoom?
So Rafi? Yeah, he is.
Sim Z.
Yeah.
Sim Z in the house. What's poppin'?
Always.
Always. He's on it. I'm keeping an eye on Sim Z, you know? Keeping an eye on him. I think we're gonna hear a lot more about Sim Z soon. And I think he's cooking. I think he's cooking. NQ, yeah, I'm watching NQ over here too. So I got my other. I'm watching NQ on the other monitor over here. Yeah, we need to wait for a closure below. That's it. That's it. Nice clean closure below, and we got it. But we're creeping on 9:30 here too. So. Let's see. Lucas is cooking. Yeah, I see you. I see a lot of people. A lot of y'all are cooking. A lot of y'all.
We got Johnny Gems and Rafi in the building here too.
All the boys are here?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's say what's up. The lot size thing? Yeah. So I would say lot size, I'd love to have some guide. I like micros, less than $500 account. Okay. Any advice on risk management and some guidance for newbies? Yeah, I would start off really small. So like Cham, like how about this? How about all of February, you don't even have a goal to make money? So no goal to make money, just a goal to size, like find out where your comfort level is. So start really low, right? If you like using the micros with a $500 like account, go really low and then start just trading the setup. So I want you to basically focus on the performance of getting in and out of good trades, spotting good trades, like identifying them, right? And then what's going to happen is you will earn size with your confidence and your experience, right? And repetition. So as you begin to trade all throughout February, you can start to increase your lot sizes, right? You can start to, get a little bit more comfortable seeing the trades play out over and over and over again. And then you can slowly increase it. But I would go like ground level and then just work your way up. It's a beautiful process too, and you'll be super proud of yourself as you come out of it. So start very small. Start very small.
Yeah, set goals with performance, and then eventually the money will come. Because that's the byproduct of staying disciplined and true to the plan.
Yep. Yep.
Yo, take a look at gold now.
Gold?
Insane.
Wow. 2 minutes.
Holy.
2 minutes. Let's get the boys up. Boys, how are you? Let's get them up.
Hey,
there.
how are you?
Johnny Gems, how you feeling?
Yo,
Melly, how are you?
I'm blessed.
What's up, Jenny Gems?
There he
What
is.
up, boys? What up, chat?
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Yo.
Hey, how are you?
How are
Hey,
ya?
how are you? Hey, how are you?
Yo.
How we feeling?
How are you?
What's up, Rafi?
What's up, Ralph?
Blessings this morning. How we doing?
You guys like
Clubhouse, YouTube.
Blessed.
chat's like
How we
shut
feeling?
the hell
Incredible,
up.
man.
Blessed.
Happy
yeah.
Wednesday,
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Happy
Halfway
Wednesday.
of the week already.
Happy Wednesday.
Let's get it. Let's
Man,
get it.
halfway of the week.
Time to do a job.
We're moving and grooving.
Bro,
Follow
Des Moines.
trading rules.
Des Moines was quaking here last night. Donald Trump was here.
Oh,
One of the
snap.
restaurants got completely shut down because he was eating there. People just rioting. It was crazy.
Sheesh.
Damn.
Yo, what the hell?
I know.
Wow.
I didn't even know.
Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
How was London this morning, Magnus?
No setups really. We waited for like 4:15, waited for like a nice onion, but it didn't really. Yeah, it just froze price or something. I don't even know. So
Dang.
got the setup, but really nothing happened. So we just dipped off with a plan.
Man, this month has been absolutely great, man. We've been, it's been a boot camp of patience. Man, it's setting us up
Really
for the
has.
rest of the year, man.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Big foundation
Yeah,
built.
London.
Big foundation.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you were disciplined enough at the beginning of the year, sheesh, you can do this 11 more times.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Came
can.
in London with a straight juicer.
Oh yeah, we just juiced all session.
Yeah.
Insane. Yeah.
Check 15-minute on NQ. I got it, Mr. Kwell. I promise you, I'm watching. I see it all. I see it all. I'm like a hawk. I watch it all, brother. We got 33 seconds on the closure, so we'll see what happens. We may close with no
yeah.
wick. I think I like gold a little bit better here though. So we are closing a back above here on Goldie. You might get this celery play to play out. So I do still like this. Anything above 52 is good to go for me. So let's see if we can get a lower wick on this next candle and then shoot up and break the highs here. We got a much better stop loss as well, potentially. Hopefully 70. It's only gonna be like 70 pips.
74, bro. What the?
Hopefully.
Yo.
Hopefully.
Yo,
For
that's
real.
funny.
Hopefully.
74.
All right,
Dang.
NQ. Let's take a look at NQ. Did we leave a wick? Did we not leave a wick? We kind of did. So yeah, I mean, if we can create a top wick here, NQ doesn't look too bad. We just need that wick first. Keep in mind we are sitting in front of 930, and then gold. Let's see if we can kind of flip bearish here, and then maybe have some opportunity. Take a look at the 32. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with gold? I am most likely going to wait on a 30-minute inverted celery. Yeah,
Same. All
I
the
think so.
slopes.
Just because of, hold on, let me see the stops here. Yeah, it's already 100. So I think I'm going to wait on 30-minute inverted celery here on gold. So that'll lead us right into 930 as well, which is my favorite time of trading. If we can close up like this, right, with that nice rejection on the 30-minute time frame, then this looks great. I wouldn't even need a lower wick. Like no lower wick on the next candle. Just if we break those highs, 930 should take us straight up here.
We gone. Yeah, I like that idea.
Even if we
We
get
could
like
almost
a
view this
mini
15
lower
years
wick.
resistance more than a celery.
What'd you say?
We could almost mark this like new celery, we called it. We could also mark it as like resistance here almost.
On the 15.
On the 15.
Oh
on the
yeah,
15, I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Yeah, so like a new closure above that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom. Bingo. Boom. And that should keep us pretty safe here. What is a celery? It's just kind of like a candlestick pattern, right? So it's kind of like something like if you get a bullish candle and then you kind of get this weaker bearish candle, right? Something like this. We usually like to take buys on the next candle. So we don't have exactly that here, right? But it's not going to be exact perfect every time, but usually like this is the ideal looking celery play, and you're going to want to buy on this third candle there. Ideally in a high time of volume, line it up at the 4-hour chart with clean traffic to the left. Yeah. What do you do for a living, Nick? Just wait for
that video. I was just
I'm
about
buying
to say that.
candles.
I don't know
Bro,
actually.
The one you put on Instagram, that was so funny. What do you do for a living? I just sell.
I'll be honest, I don't even know
like,
what I do for a living.
1 hour bullish, 15 bullish, and I sell like candles.
direct traffic. I love the car, man. What do you do for a living? To be honest, I don't even know. Like what? Like how do you have that and not know what you do for a living? I don't even know that either. I don't know anything. I'm like Vivek the homeless prophet. I don't know what's going on here. I just spawned here. I glitched. Draw lines, make money. Simple.
Draw lines to make money.
I'm really good at coloring. No job, just income. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh man. Oh yeah, that's the vibe. Yeah.
That's the one.
I wanted to.
Yeah, same.
I posted a picture
like
the
that
other
one.
day where it was like eight or 9 years ago, and it was a picture of me like reading in my room at like I don't know, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I don't know if any of you guys looked into the pic, but you can see on my bedroom door that those pictures that we always told you guys about. I don't know where the actual picture went, otherwise I'd zoom in on it. But the whole like guy going back, like the guys that are digging for the diamonds. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
I think I have it over here. Let me send it in the chat.
Oh, he screenshot. No, not that picture. It was
Not
that
that
picture
one.
in my room. So basically I took a picture of me reading in my room, and in the background of the picture was like the bedroom door, and then right next to the bedroom door you can see the picture there. So I was trying to look for it, but I don't know if I could find it. You gotta love Snapchat. You really do. Oh, here it is. Snapchat really brings the memories back. All right, let's see if we could do this. I want to bring these stories to life for you guys. You know what I mean? Because I do have I did record and do have footage of a lot of it. So a lot of the things that we talk about, you know, I try and see if I can go back and find like proof. You know what I mean? Win the day, win the day. There it is, there it is. Why was NQ not valid? NQ needs a top wick. It has a very little bottom wick, so I think we could still wait on NQ. Plus, like we're sitting right in front of 930 here, so I personally like trading NQ a little like before 930 or a little after.
Yeah.
Aha, here it is. Let me see. Can we zoom in? I don't know if we could zoom in.
Bro, Lanceman make money. He's probably in road works. That's funny to begin. Yeah, that's probably what he's doing. Yeah, definitely.
Check it out. 9 years ago, 2:14 a.m. Protect your vision. I want you guys to look right over here. You see it?
Oh yeah, I see it, bro.
That's what we told chat.
Oh, that's the. Oh.
We told chat about
That's
that one.
fire.
There's no cap. There's no cap here, gang. Right there. Eye level, right? Always had it at eye level. Also, right here was written a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. And you guys see the little basketball hoop I had on the on the door? Yeah, we had those little. We were all in our like late teens. We had like I don't know. We're just good. We're just competitors, right?
Yo.
So like we always had like little basketball hoops and stuff. But yeah, there's the picture. Right there, man. Right there. That was on my. There was also you can't see it here, but on my TV I would have this thing like a note, and it said there's no PV in TV. So like that was just something we used to say. Like PV was something we would get paid on in the business that I was building. So I made a index card, put it on the TV, and wrote there's no PV in TV. And that stuff kept me off the TV, off the sports, off the distractions, everything. Cut the plug, like all that. So,
Yeah,
what
man.
book was that? I'll be honest.
That basketball hoop though, bro.
This book, I don't know. I think this might have been. To be honest, I'm not sure. I would be lying if I said, yeah, it's this book. Yeah, I want to say it's Damn. Yeah, I can't remember. Something about like
That basketball hoop though, bro. We were balling on that.
Yeah, we were. All right, we're breaking highs here. So anyone who still has their buy stop, you know, you might be activated now. I'm gonna wait on this 15-minute here. We look good though.
Really
I'll tell
want
you
to
that.
take it, bro, but I'm waiting.
Either way, our 30
same
looks.
here.
Our 30
Like, I
looks
really
great.
want to take it.
Oh yeah, I want to take it bad too, but I'd rather
But
wait.
yeah, I feel you stops are pretty big, so.
Bro, it's been 80 pips since the candles opened. I think I'm good.
Yeah. It's like for me personally, with the stops being so big, like y'all, like it's not worth the loss for me. So therefore, just stay out.
Yeah.
115 pips for a candle that's still open on the break of previous high, and 6 minutes left.
Yeah, 6 minutes left.
I think I'm good.
There's still a random outcome, no matter what.
Yeah.
So stops are massive, and there's still a random outcome. Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait. I'll wait for 9:30. I'll wait for 9:30.
See, me trading, I'm taking this trade. My plan trading,
Yep.
I'm patiently waiting for a better trade. That's the vibes I like.
Yep. Because we can make money today, maybe, but can we do it
Yeah.
again and again and again and again and again?
Right, exactly.
You can't quit. You know too much. I like that. I like that too. I had a notebook. I seen a picture come up the other day. Again, I love Snapchat, how it brings you like those little memories and whatnot. But I wrote down on a notepad all the reasons why I should be successful and could be successful. It was awesome. It was a full page, right, of all the reasons that I thought that I could and should become everything I desire to be. And I would read that every day. I would read it every day. I'd read it out loud. I recorded it, and I would listen to it, right? I would even not only say it every day, but I recorded myself one time saying it, and I would listen to it multiple times a day. And that again proved to my subconscious. Remember, the subconscious has no clue what's true or false, what's reality or not reality, right? So it only knows what you repeatedly tell it, right? And attach emotion to it. So guess what? I was training and telling my subconscious mind, this is the individual I'm becoming, right? So what did my mind do? It put me right here. Literally put me right here in front of you guys. So my mind did that, right? Yeah, I worked. I put in the effort, but my mind allowed me to identify and recognize the opportunities to get me here today, right? To put the puzzle together when I was, young way back then, not really knowing how I was going to become successful. I didn't need to know how. I just need to tell my mind why I would be, and my mind would go out and find the opportunities and figure out the how, right? So trust that process. A lot of us can't trust that. It's called faith. You guys are so faithful. Yeah, you can't even believe in where you want to go, right? So it's called faith, gang, right? Believing in the evidence unseen. Yeah, no fear necessary.
You got to do that, man, because everything you want exists is in the unseen realm. So it's like, how can you get it to the seen realm if it's in the unseen realm, but you're trying to get in the seen realm without the unseen realm? Like, that doesn't make sense, right?
Yep. What if the subconscious
exists in the unseen?
What if the subconscious rejects it? It's gonna reject it. It's going to reject it and reject it and reject it. Remember, what does the subconscious need to accept it? It needs repetition, right? Repetition. So it's going to reject it the first time, the second time, the third, because basically it's going to say, hold on, that's not even what you have, right? So that's where doubt comes in. But then you say, no, you're not listening to me. I am an 8-figure trader. I am patient. I am disciplined, right? And of course, it's going to reject it a couple times. But if you keep being serious with it and training it, eventually it will understand the message that you're trying to get across. So it's all about repetition. You will doubt at first because the reality is there. The evidence is not there in your reality. But again, as you demand it and command it, right? Repetition will do the job.
Exactly. Ultimately, reality said too that the old version just wants to exist because it's repetition and feelings and actions and all that over and over and over again. So it wants to exist, and you feed it every single day. So if you're just starting feeding the new one, the new you, it want to reject. It want to keep being alive, the old version. So it makes sense. It comes with these threats or everything like that, like with fear or something, right? Because it wants to exist too. So it only makes sense.
In my opinion, the best visual, because I'm not the smartest guy in the world, the best visual is two paths. I always think of it like two paths, right? One path is very easy to move through. The other path has all these bushes and all this stuff and the overgrown grass, and it's very, there's poison ivy and everything's in your way, right? So if you're trying to get in, right, which path would be easier to move through? This one, right? There's nothing in the way. So if you look at it like paths, like it's like a groove in the mind, right? Where you just have to start walking. So this is the path that leads to all your current life, right? And now this is where your dream exists, over here in that yellow box. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to plow the field, right? And that's going to happen through repetition and emotion and doing it when you don't want to do it, and, continuing to remind yourself and program the subconscious mind, right? So if you keep thinking like, man, I suck at trading. No. I'm an 8-figure trader, right? I'm an 8-figure trader. Or, man, I got no discipline. No, right? Got to read what to say when you talk to yourself. I am disciplined. I am successful. I am a winner. I am getting payouts, right? I'm a champion. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. Whatever it is, right? You will slowly start to clear the ground, right? And the more you walk this path, the easier it begins to be to walk through it, right? And the less you walk this path, right, the quicker it's going to start to become overgrown again, right? And all those bushes and high grass and trees and thorn bushes, they all start to form up here. So now when you doubt your 8-figure trader status, all of a sudden your mind can't accept that, and it tells you, no, you are a winner. So now instead of you telling it, it's telling you, right? And then you go, oh yeah, that's right, I am. Let me keep making the right decision. Kind of like the buy here, right? John said, I would like to get in, but he's already not gone down that road for so long that although he said it, the thought couldn't even exist in the mind. It couldn't even get through the doorway, right? Because he's trained himself so long to wait for the right opportunity. So that's how it's easy for him to, just push right through there. Does that make sense? So that's like a little visual for you.
And literally shows how easy I did it, because just before this, I was writing in my journal that I'm a consistently profitable trader. I'm consistently following my plan every day. I wrote that I am a professional trader, right? Like, it was already ingrained in my mind.
Yep.
It was, I was on that frequency of a professional trader, so that's what I'm going to frequently see.
Exactly.
Is professional trader habits like that, and I avoided myself from a loss again.
Yep. Perfect. Does that make sense? I hope that makes some sense. All right, we got no wick here, right? So we closed bearish on the 15 with no wick, so there's really nothing here.
Nothing.
Unfortunately. Fortunately, but unfortunately.
Man, we get paid to follow this plan, bro. Not taking that trade just saved us from a loss.
Yep.
Which means we kept the money we should have lost. So we technically made money here, chat. So W, we got paid to follow the plan.
Yep. So a lot of buyers activated here, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
That would have been a wick in entry.
Yep.
Give me my money.
Give me my money.
Bro, you get in and just done. In and out.
Done, bro. Done.
Real.
For real, dude.
Bro, those are the worst entries. Like, you get in and instantly stop.
Right.
Sheesh.
Tough.
Yeah, good decision staying out there. Also,
Man,
only
Pac-Man's
6-7
gonna have
minutes
to go on a
left
diet.
Well, that's good though, because
buffet out here.
we're getting more wicks here
definitely.
too. So these buys might be loading heavily right now. So we'll see. We'll see.
And you see how, like, you don't got your plan. Like, you're taking that trade. You're gambling in a way.
Yep.
Like I said, that my plan kept me out of that trade. I wanted to take it.
Yes, sir.
Gambling or trading edge at the end of the day, man. Every trader needs to make a personal trading constitution that governs their decisions and instills the right habits into your trading, right? Create something like that for yourself. Something that would protect you from you, just like I have just protected myself from myself.
And in that constitution, make sure you have a clear, non-negotiable schedule of operation. Very important, because again, like we talked about, mental capital is a thing that gets depleted. And if you've been looking at the chart all day long while you're like driving or doing something else, and that's not the best way for you to be at your A level. So just know from this time to this time, this is my operating business time. Other than that, it has to be clear, because if not, I mean, the market is going to give you unlimited, opportunities, as you might think or say. Oh, well, I'm going to see what's going on here in the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 minute. Okay, nothing. I'm going to go NQ. I'm going to go to the other one. Just like, at that point, you're just at the casino.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah,
just trying to get lucky.
For real.
Yeah. Just show up,
Kind of luck.
1 or 2 pairs, whatever it is that you look at. Nothing, go and do your thing.
Yup.
Something else. Find a hobby or something.
Yes, sir. Give yourself rules that instills trading edge and instills risk management into you. And yes, yeah, Rafi, man, having business hours is so important. I also have that in my constitution. Asian, London, New York. That's it.
Yeah,
Anything
like,
outside of those sessions, I can't trade, according to
an
my constitution.
example. Yeah, yesterday, right? I was doing some things here in the house, finishing some things, and I went to the gym about almost close to 2 hours later than normally I go. And I've been, watching Power Hour for a while now, and I happened to be at the gym doing Power Hour, and I like I have an alarm that goes on my watch, and it went off, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check, and I look at the chart, and there was a setup right there, little buys, and I was this close from closing the app and going into Top Step. I'm like, nah, bro, we're at the gym right now. But yeah,
Love that.
I supposed to be operating right now? But no, I mean, I'm at the gym, you know what I'm saying? So like, it was very like contradictive for me. And I'm like, I'm just gonna let it go.
Right,
and I
bro.
didn't, it played out, you know what I'm saying? So that's a W, because
Facts.
I told myself that I'm not gonna do it. I'm at the gym right now. So
Facts. And
Yep.
and that's one of the best things about trading, right? It's not about, we don't trade for the money, we trade for the freedom to be able to go to the gym, at that time, if you think about it, right?
yeah.
I remember one
Yeah.
time I took a trade, which was a good playbook setup, and I remember we took it here in the clubhouse. But I was at a Tampa Bay Lightning game, hockey game, and we took a trade. I took the trade. It was a good trade on my phone from the stands, and we lost. And I'm thinking like, damn, like, did I need to even take that trade? Like, yeah, I could have made money, but I'm already up. Did I need to take that trade? Right now, I'm experiencing a hockey game. Right now, I'm at a hockey game with my girlfriend. Why do I need to take this trade? Like, was the money that important? I got in for the freedom, right? The freedom to be at these games right now, So it's
Yeah.
like, yo, you remember what you got in for, right? And don't let the outcome really make you slave to it. For real.
No, that's so facts right there.
And it wasn't about me taking the trade or not taking the trade, during that hockey game. It was about me enjoying the moment I'm in, me enjoying my experience of the hockey game, right? In the present moment, and not not trading to live, or not living to trade, but trading to live, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I remember, bro, like when I was in Bali, like we would go and do something during London time, and that was the time that I heavily traded more than New York. And I remember I'll be pulling my phone out and on a bike, and yeah, I took some wins and I took some losses like everybody else. But as me coming back here, I've been, reflecting, and I'm like, bro, it's so much better when you and your attention is completely focused on what you're doing at the moment, rather than you're at a hockey game. There's so much going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really manage things how they're supposed to. And then obviously the whole thing, with the journaling and all that, for me, it's been better. I'm just like, this is my operating time, and if I'm out, then I'm just gonna have to let it go, and it is what it is,
Yeah, 1000%, bro. Super important stuff, man.
Yeah, huge. Like everything, like everybody has a different. I've done it all. Like, I've done the whole on the phone, not on the computer ever. Now I've shifted, and being able to do that for so long, I'm like, bro, you just gotta find an edge that work at your best, And if that is just being at that time, 9:30 in the morning, just by yourself in front of the computer, just get it done. Don't schedule anything at that time.
100%, right. Like we just said before, structure that as business hours so you can actually focus on that time when it's time to focus on that, right? So if you get anything from this talk, it's like, all right, when we're trading, we're trading. When we're living life, we're living life, right? Like, when we're doing this with our family, we're doing this with our family. Stay in the present moment, man, and don't let
Bro,
money take you out of the present moment.
Just think about it. If you place a trade at the gym, I'm speaking from my own experience. Whatever I'm doing at the gym is out the window. At this point, I'm just watching and managing. You know, so like I'm just waiting, or if I'm doing a rep, I'm just thinking about it. You know, it's like it just takes me out from the present moment. You know, so
Yep.
it's taken some time for me to take that realization and actually make the choice that if I'm trading, I'm trading. I don't want to be doing anything else.
You know, living in the present moment is where I'm at the most peace because I'm just focused right here, right now. Nothing else really matters, like what happened in the past or the future. Just the present moment matters. So I'm at the most peace. When I when I get out of my present moment, I, in a way, cut off my peace.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense too. So like you said, like mental capital.
Yeah.
Yep, and all that stuff, right? So true.
Damn. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's so facts. I've been doing that in the gym too, and it's really you get out of the whole moment. It's like you 10 minutes go by and you rested 10 sets between, or 10 minutes between, and
your
you're like,
plan
wait,
is
what
done,
happened there?
bro.
You
You're
lose it.
lifting whatever you're doing is over.
Yep.
You lose the
Totally.
trade and you don't even get the workout.
Yeah.
in. You were better off
And
just
you didn't get the right workout.
Sucks.
Oh my.
you were better off just trying to hit rain bet. How you doing?
Right.
Yo, that's funny. You just trade and stop between.
You
Right,
lose
right.
the trade. Now you feel like you want to go and stretch, sit down in the corner and trying to figure out what just happened.
Stretching like
No,
fall
that's
asleep
funny,
on the
bro.
ground, bro, or something.
No.
Someone
That was a
comes
good
over to you
workout.
like, "Yo, you almost done with the machine?" You're like, "Oh yeah, yeah." You just start walking away.
Exactly.
Realizing you
Damn.
stood there for like 30 minutes.
So it's like took a loss and wasted time on your workout, or you know, you did that, or first, where what you could have done is avoided the loss and just got your workout in.
Yep,
Would've
got
been
it.
much better.
And been able to like chill, listen to your music, or think to yourself. Instead, you were like checking the 1 minute time frame. Like, what? What's going on here?
Yeah, man. Yep.
Happens.
So 1 minute.
You live and learn. You live and learn.
Yes, you do.
Well,
Remember
good
what
news
you
is
got
that
in
you
the
don't
trading
have to.
for, man.
You don't have to punch the air anymore. There's probably a punching bag in there.
Facts.
Go ahead and get the punching bag.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, no, you guys brought up a lot of good points though too. You know, like I've again trying to trade while you're driving or in the gym or distracted or all that stuff. Like, you know, it doesn't.
how many
You
times
can't get
I
away
can
with
relate
it
to that stuff.
too much. You know.
I think
Especially
everyone
with Project
relates
X, trading off the phone, bro, and trying like on the highway, and you're trying to get the cruise control going on, and this thing's just like zooming on you, and you're like, jeez, you pull over to the side, go super slow, trying to get this trade going. No, bro, it's just way too much.
So
All
true,
right,
man.
there's our target. Lovely.
Yep, target tap.
Nice job, Gold.
Nick, I was just gonna say, bro, another day, understanding direction, but no confirmation.
Yes, sir.
But
You gotta love
it may
that.
have went without us, but it saved us from a loss. So again,
Yep.
that patience, the
Yep.
discipline, that's paying.
Again, it's not
Yeah, it's all
about
good.
it's not about where, it's about when, right? So
Yep.
yeah, if you took a buy here, you were right about where. You were just wrong about when, right? So don't play with these markets. You know what I mean? You got to be calculated and precise when you move. You know, when you move about business here, you don't want to do it just jumpy. I know you might be used to that, but let's go back to the two paths. You know what I mean? It's time to clear out the new path and, you know, stop walking the old one, right? So you don't have to, you know, get hit like that for no reason. You know, it's kind of a shame, you know, it really is, when you knew direction, but you just couldn't hold off, right? You knew that wasn't a good trade either. Stops were too big, and right, but it happens. It happens. We all, again, we live and learn, right? The best part is we're learning, right? So give yourself like some grace and move on with the lesson.
Learn, right? The best part is,
Hey,
bro,
yo, who's got me on YouTube?
Hey,
Yo,
yo,
I'm sorry,
John.
you heard that? I just turned YouTube on.
YouTube.
What's up,
The
YouTube?
only time I come up short is when I'm on YouTube, y'all. That bar
Hey.
right there. Come on. Come
YouTube,
on.
great to be back with y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah.
1,200 people, damn. Let's get it.
1,200 winners in the
winners.
house. Wow. Close to 500 in the clubhouse. We got, wow,
500,
well over 1,500 people here. Welcome in, everyone. If you guys haven't liked the stream, give the stream a like. If you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And if you have questions, why don't you ask them? Yeah? With 1,500 people here, I would expect the questions to never end. To never ever end, right? Especially if you guys aren't getting payouts or exactly where you want to be. You're still trying to, you know, get to your goals, man. If you guys got questions, you know, look, I mean, we're here to help you, right? So ask those questions. Don't wait for somebody else to ask the question. You ask it, right? Because chances are, if you're struggling with something, and I don't care if it's a trading thing, a life thing, right? If you're struggling with it, very high chance somebody else is struggling with it too. They're just afraid to speak up and ask the question. So, you know, this chat is open for questions, and we want to give you answers, right? So you can continue to connect the dots to the life that you want to live. Hey, they want to know buy or sell. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Neither right now.
If we read them, yeah, we get to most of the questions. Most
Not
of them.
that serious.
Let's go past your first funded. Let's go. Nice. Oh. Laptop. Hey, 82 miles an hour. Tradeovate is being weird. Yeah, a lot of people are getting froze up on Tradeovate. Yes.
Bro, imagine having live capital and then you got frozen. Oh my goodness.
Magnus, how's your trade over right now?
Frozen, bro.
Oh my god. NQ.
It's frozen?
It's frozen.
Dang, bro.
Mine-
bro.
Mine is not frozen.
bro.
Like my trading view is not frozen, right? Like my
Mine
Tradeovate
isn't
on
either.
trading view. So I must just
No,
be
I-
like Tradeovate because I'm still open
Yeah.
here.
Trade of it is for mine though.
Gotcha.
That
Yeah.
Project X broker sounding better and better each day.
Bro. I might move then.
I think you should, bro.
Yo,
you got
facts.
you got your what's it called? Your
Excuse.
now. Yeah. Got your excuse. Rafi's chilling too.
I'm
Not
just
Project
laughing
X.
here at Ben Smith, bro.
What's up, Ben?
Ben Smith. What are the best times to trade, like in the New York session? So for me, I personally like you have like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the best time to trade, in my opinion. 8 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern for the New York session. This is where you're going to have the most amount of volume, most amount of volatility right around these times here. If you're looking at London, I would say from like probably 1:30 a.m. to about 4. And then Asian, I like same deal, like 8:30, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, those are probably the best times to trade in Asian, London, and New York. Yeah, I think we have a video on that in the course too, right? The session times or whatever.
Think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm new here. Hey, welcome. Is there a video setup features on MT5? I don't know. I don't trade on MT5, so there might be, but you probably have to look on YouTube. How many trades do I take a day? One to 4 on average. Yeah, it all depends. Usually I trade 2 or 3 sessions during the day. So roughly about 1 to 4. Let's check the data. Yeah?
That's
Yeah,
been like
1
my
to
sweet
4.
spot too, Nick.
1 trade, 3 trades, 2 trades, 4. This one was 8. I was going a little overboard. 1 trade, 4 trades, 1 trade. So yeah, about 1 to 4 trades. That's it. That's the sweet spot for me too. And again, that's enough to get it done, right? I mean, especially if you have either a lot of capital or you are trading on multiple accounts at once. Like all you need is 1 or 2 good trades a day. Tradeovate's the worst platform ever. Yeah, I've never used Tradeovate. I've only used TradingView along with Tradeovate. Mr. Gems handing out double gems today. Yeah, he is.
Not gonna lie, after today I might switch from Trader right now.
Like
Project X.
Bro, what
Like
the hell?
what?
Imagine I was in a trade and I got frozen up here.
yeah.
Oh
man.
my. Like, I hope I set my stops then.
Yep.
New
let's
platform,
go.
getting nervous.
Yeah, 100%.
Scale now or buy another Top Step account after your payout?
Oh,
Yeah, both. You know, still work that account, but now get another account, right? So what you should always do is you should have especially if you have less than 5 XFAs, then as you have an XFA, you should always have like another combine in the hopper, like in the process of getting funded. So that way when you take your payout, right, you can, you don't have to go crazy on that account. You have another one ready. So even if you are able to build that one back up and get a second payout out of it, great, but if not, at least you have one in the hopper, basically right at funded or getting funded, and you can start to expect another payout shortly. So that's how I would do it. You want to see my setup? Oh, my trading desk and all that? Yeah. I got a camera here, 3 monitors, the charts on my main monitor. I got another, got the chat on these monitors. So I'll get you a POV. I got you.
You're teched out.
My upstairs setup though, I kind of like my upstairs office setup better than the one down here.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, I might have to stream from up there sometime.
Especially the lighting, bro.
Yeah, facts.
The lighting, man, it's fire.
I basically built a super cool office and never did anything in it. Yeah, maybe one day we'll stream from up there too.
Make some videos, YouTube videos.
Yeah, make videos, stuff like that. How much does a person's non-trading life affect their trading? What are good non-trading things to focus on? Personal growth and development are good non-trading things to focus on. I mean, there's a lot of distractions out there. So if you're distracted out there, chances are you're distracted at here. So I'm a firm believer in how you do anything is how you do everything. So, if you are sloppy or distracted or lazy or procrastinator, chances are you're going to do that at the trading desk as well. Maybe not. There's always obviously exceptions and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, I think overall, you have one life to live. Why not become the best version of yourself? So again, you guys seen that picture. Like, I haven't watched TV since 2010. I mean, I watch TV obviously from time to time, but I haven't been an active TV watcher, whatever you want to call it, for over a decade, right? So I stopped the distractions. Instead of reading, instead of watching TV, I replaced it with reading, right? Instead of scrolling on Instagram, I replaced it with a long form type of educational video on the craft that I was looking to get better at, or something that I wanted to improve. So yeah, I would just limit the distractions, focus mainly on personal growth and development, because just like Mr. V told me, your income will never exceed your level of personal growth and development. So if you're trying to get an income from trading, then outside of the desk, right, outside of your trading hours, what are you doing to increase your personal level of your personal growth, right? So I would just work on income producing activities and best version of yourself producing activities. Other than that, everything else is noise. Everything else, in a way, is a bit of a state of hell, right? You can find the state of heaven by pursuing a dream or goal or desire. Even if you have the ups and downs of it, it just shows you're living, right? You're living. You're playing the game. You're in the arena, and that's going to build confidence in you too. So, you trade the kill zones each session? I guess so. Maybe, yeah. I like that name, the kill zones. Maybe we should call it that. Do I recommend you trade your 3 new accounts simultaneously or not? No, I would hook 2 up and leave 1 on the side. So just in case you're really proud and you have a great win and you're proud of that win, and you don't have to trade that account that day again, right? Or that next session. Or let's say vice versa, you took a loss and you're like, man, all my accounts are red going into this next session. At least if you have another account on the side, you can go into that session with a clean slate. So, right? So it helps you out psychologically a little bit. So I would connect 2 of them and then leave 1 on the side. Good question. Good. Sometimes I like to do that with my Top Step XFAs. I like to put 3 or 4 of them copying each other and then leave 1 on the side, just in case I take a loss or I take a big win and I don't want to, do anything else on that account. I still have another account to trade. How do you manage expectations in trading? You get a system and follow it. So I know exactly the expectations when it comes to trading, right? Because I follow a system. So every single month you'll see a lot of green. And by the way, not because I'm so amazing or awesome or incredible, or I'm just Nick Stewart and I was born a successful trader, right? That's not why. I'm actually not that smart at all, right? I'm just smart enough to follow a system that's duplicatable and predictable. So you see how I can expect the same results almost every month. A lot of green and a little red. 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 Shall I continue? So I know that I can count on that, right? Every month, every year for the rest of my life if I keep following the plan and the market behavior continues the way it is. So this is how you build it, right? By staying steady, not deviating, taking 1 to 2 good trades a day, and doing that month in and month out, right? No matter what, you just never deviate. Am I good for a handful of mistakes a year? Yeah. You know, I make 4 or 5 mistakes every year. But if you only make 4 or 5 mistakes a year, it's never going to hurt you, right? If you make 4 or 5 mistakes a day, a week, or a month, it's going to keep you from being a profitable trader. So find a system that works and just work it. That's it. Don't try and get in the way. Don't try and do too much. Get yourself uninvolved, right? As much as possible. I was on an elite call the other day, and we were talking about, you know, I'm still a little nervous when I get into a trade. So like a trade that you closed 60 pips on, I only took 10 or 20. And you know, it's like you have to get better at the management of the expectation of it all, right? So the only reason I held and he didn't is because I never deviate from the system, so I don't have to try and come up with something else, right? It's like I know what I'm doing, right? And I know I'm going to allow the trade to play out until this point or till that point, right? So if you don't have that experience, then you're a little, you know, shaken up a little bit within trades. You don't know how long to hold it or, you know, when to close it and all that stuff. So you just got to, you know, allow the system. When you're over risking like that, you're too involved, right? So, okay, you over risk. Okay. So now you invite your own emotions, your own fears, your own doubts to come with you into that trade. Is this making sense? You involve yourself too much. But when you understand the setups, understand the probabilities of them, you risk according to your level of risk, you leave your own self outside of the trade. So I now have no emotions in that trade. I have no fear because I don't care if it's a winner or loser. I have no doubt because I've watched this setup play out and I understand the probabilities of it and they're in my favor. So you see how I'm uninvolved? Where when you over risk, you bring too much of yourself into that trade. And again, you're going to convince yourself to get out early or go break even or fumble the bag. You know, I mean, that is what it is, right? So yeah, just keep that stuff in mind too. Let your system play out, you know, let things work for you. You don't have to be the guy to go out and do it all. You just have to execute when, you know, the system's calling for you to execute.
Yes, sir. I really want people to use their income, whatever income you have coming in, whether it's from a trading account or a job. I want you to mentally use this income as a mental hack that this income here, I'm getting paid this income to follow my trading rules today. So this week, don't worry about money because you're getting paid this week. So there's no need to stress about the money. Let's follow the plan. Again, this money at the end of the week is paying me because of I'm following this plan. I think people should really use that as a mental hack. It's really going to help your trading, right? What that will allow for you to do is not focus on money, but focus on the habits and the processes and the jobs that creates the money.
100%, man.
And then the profits from your trading account could just be extra profits. And then you work up on that, right? You get personal with that, but I think
your mind, your brain understands that better. It's like, oh, okay. I'm used to that. Like I had a job, I got paid to do a certain job to make, you know, 50 grand a year, whatever. Okay. If I want to make 7K a month, I mean, this is what I have to do. So no, I'm basically making good decisions to get paid that income right at the end of every month. So
exactly. Most traders create problems because they want to make money. Excuse me, right? They want to make money. So those problems are created from money, from you focus on outcomes and not.
Go on saying something serious. And you pop up the picture.
I know. It's just chat's too funny.
Facts, John.
Yeah, what the heck?
You guys are too funny. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And guess what? That's not a technical shift, is it? It's a mental shift. It's a mindset that has to be, you know, developed.
Mental hack.
A little mental trick, yep. How do you make your day productive? You come up with daily non-negotiables and don't put too much on your plate. You know, put 3 or 4, like basically identify what a W is for you. So how do you win the day? So we used to, and I still do this, right? I have something on my thing that says win the day, right? So how do you win the day, right? You can't just go work yourself to death, right? So what is a win for you? How do you win the day? So what's your goal, right? You get your goal in mind, and then you go, what are 4 or 5 little things I could do every day to push myself closer and closer to that goal at the end of the month or the end of the quarter or whatever it is, right? And then you identify 3 to 4 things, right? Almost anyone can do it. 3 to 4 things at a 3rd grade level, and then you begin to execute, right? Every day. So every day I got to read 20 minutes, listen to a podcast, take a run around my block, and make sure I eat in a calorie deficit. Boom. That right there could be a win for you, right? That could be what it means to win a day, right? And if you just do that, then you can rest your head at night knowing you did everything you needed to do today to live the life you want tomorrow. Right? Now you can enjoy playing with your kids, or enjoy having conversation with your wife, or hanging out with your friends, or whatever it is that you do that you feel guilty about. Oh man, I got to do something else. I got to do something else, right? So it gives you an opportunity to have a true win on the day, and then get to enjoy your life as well. All right, Goldie, we're gonna do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's run through this here. We got a 4-hour closure coming up right now at 10 here. So 4-hour looks like it's gonna close in 27 seconds with it's gonna close bullish, but possibly no wick. Yeah, we'll see. 1-hour candles are moving up. So again, just not even in the healthiest condition here, right? 1 hour looking like this. I guess we can kind of bring that down and say we have some more room to continue moving bullish, especially if that 4-hour candle leaves a wick here. Let's take a look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so we do leave a wick on the 4-hour. 30-minute also closed above. 15-minute pushed up here as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm still bullish, right? Still bullish. 4-hour bullish, 1-hour bullish, 30-minute bullish. We're going to need a lower wick, and then the potential's there. If not, we wait for a little retracement on the 15 to make it a little, so we can buy off of an actual support. If you can get something like this to go down, where you get, let me grab this right here, right? So if you get a lower, like a 4-hour lower wick, right, that gets in place, then what we can do is we can look for buys off of support somewhere around 52.74 there, right? So we'll see if this candle wants to go up and make a wick. That wick will be useful for us as well, to go up there and fill. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, perfect. Because no bottom wick right now, so we might as well come back down, and then we could get that new support being created too, and the wick to fill. Yeah,
we want that wick too, because we want a nice target for if the buys do work out on the 15 for us to kind of come up. Because right now, like Magnus said, if the 4-hour doesn't have a lower wick, right, then these two candles here can create that lower wick. So it's not that the 4-hour, these candles wouldn't be moving bearish because we're going to move bearish today. They'd be moving bearish to create that 4-hour low, right? And then once that 4-hour low is established and we get a support, we can take a buy right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that.
Stats for New York session only. I don't even think we keep those anymore. Yeah, I have them like in my TradeZella, but we don't keep like a journal like, hi guys, come check us out, and this is our thing. And let me pull it up over here. So New York session. So this would be the New York session right here in terms of like any of my trading. So New York is in yellow, Asian is in white, and then London is in orange. So obviously I don't trade London as much anymore, but yeah. So New York session is really good. You almost can't even see it. It was like painted green here. Like there's a lot of dots in there, trust me. So a lot of winning days. New York is obviously my favorite session. Asian is really good too. We got a lot of green here. A couple spots here where you get red. See how they're all gapped up though? So we really be going on runs. So I think New York session's probably my favorite, or at least best performing session, just because the markets are volatile. But yeah, we do well in every session.
Sir.
again, when you're
we do our job.
when you only wait for the right setup to fall into your lap, you're never gonna get too far off track. You're just not. You know, like at one point, you know, when I went from a trader that sucked pretty much to a trader that was good, I was like, what happened here? You know, like what did I do, right? How did I become good? Right? Because you do come up with that question, right? Because again, you suck at trading for so long, and then eventually you just start hitting green days, like green months, and you're like, am I gonna lose it? Right? Like, am I? And I realized it wasn't about the lucky sock, all the OGs remember, right? It wasn't about, you know, which kind of which flavor excess I drank that morning or where I put it. Believe it or not, I actually thought at one point, if I just put my excess on the left side of the freezer, we'll win that day. Because one day I put it on the right side and we took a loss, right? So I'm coming from an athletic background, very superstitious a little bit, you know, or not anymore, but I realized, gang, it wasn't because I got lucky. It wasn't because I had the lucky sock on the table or because my excess was on the left instead of the right. It was simply because I was willing to follow my plan every day and never deviate. I was only willing to take good quality trades. So when you're only taking good quality trades, you're going to get things that look like this, right? You're going to get things that look like this, right? $330,000, right? Over like 600 trades, 70% win rate, right? So the numbers are going to play out in your favor. I mean, look how long we can go on a run here without really experiencing too much damage, right? I mean, where is it? I don't know where it went, but we can go on runs, right? That ultimately put us in position to outnumber our losses, even if it is a pretty decent loss. It doesn't matter. I'll get it back in 2 or 3 trades as long as I just follow the guideline. So again, it wasn't about me being so good or getting lucky or superstitions playing out. It was just simply because I was willing to show up every day and look for the best trade according to the winning setup and stay out of anything else that doesn't line up with it. I mean, that's what I credit most of this success to.
At that point, it's hard to lose, bro. It's hard to lose. When it's hard to lose, it's easy to win.
Yeah.
You gotta do that in trading and in life.
Yes, sir. Always able. That's right, DJ Scratches. Playbook setups or whatever Lele. Yeah, or we used to wait for Lele to wake up at 9:30, but now she wakes up at 7:30. So.
Yeah, for real.
Trade Locker, I do use futures now. Hooked up TradingView, traded same as Trade08. Messed me up already. Yeah, it's a little different. You know, you got to get used to the new platforms and whatnot.
Yeah, Mr. Player, I saw your question before there, man. It's pretty hard without drawing and all that, but I would say just look for the common areas where you see like support and resistance. That's your ranges, right? So the most common area of support or resistance on the chart is like your range here. So yeah, I'll be looking for that. Otherwise, fake outs, we usually look for that when the fall is bullish, and you look for fake outs from a range at the nearest support, and the other way around. If the fall bearish, we look for fake outs at the nearest resistance, typically, right? So yeah.
How did I switch from results oriented to process oriented? I realized that me trying to get the results and do too much was actually hurting me. So this is something I learned long before I got into trading. I just had to remember it. You know, I mean, I learned this back in baseball, right? I learned this in my other businesses. I learned it from Mr. V, right? I just had to learn how to apply it into my trading. So I understood it. It just took me a little while, especially like I mentioned to you guys, and I kind of came into trading with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder and felt like I should have been more successful in life than I was at that point. So I was trying to do all the work, right? I was trying to get the results, but I already knew that process gets the results. I already knew that like mechanics get results. So you learn this stuff in sports, right? You learn routine and mechanics Always go back to your mechanics, always go back to the basics, right? So I just had to remember that and apply it into trading the proper way. Why didn't I take the buy? You're experiencing it right now. So no 4-hour lower wick, no buy, right? So now here we go. Here's our 4-hour lower wick. How you doing? My goodness. FOMC coming in hot today, boys.
Yo, wait, was that gold? I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Absolute bleeder here.
Just waiting on that lower wick.
So the buyers definitely is cooked here.
Oh my goodness, cooked. Cooked.
Imagine oh my goodness. That was just too obvious, that buy. You know, sometimes when we got those breakouts on all time frames, way too overextended, it's just way too obvious to buy.
Yeah. Wow, what a push. Straight back to the bottom of the range.
Insane. Bro, I looked away for a sec and that thing happened there.
Yeah. Slow down to speed up. Yep. Let's go. I love that. I love that. Yeah, you do. You know, sometimes you got to slow down, right, to get it right again. You know, some of you guys have built, you know, things in life or built toys for your kids and whatnot, and you try moving through those first couple steps too quick, and all of a sudden you find yourself taking it apart, going back, right? And then you got to slow down eventually to get it done. So why not slow down now, you know, so that way you can gain some traction. After how many green months should I consider myself a profitable trader? Don't ever consider yourself a profitable trader. Just keep doing what it takes to make profit. That's it. If you just keep doing it, you won't have to worry about anything. Right? Because look, the moment I stop following the plan is the moment I'm not a profitable trader anymore. So don't ever even believe it. Just believe you're a really good executor of the profitable trading plan.
It's really a habit and state of being.
It really is.
You get to that point where you're consistently profitable. It's like, okay, cool, you got to the point, but like, can you maintain it now? Like, can you keep it? Right? Can you keep on being consistently profitable? And that will be based on how well your state of being is in the professional trader, right? And your habits align with the professional trader. So, yeah.
100%. There is no like arrival. There is no end point. It's like people ask, when can I become profitable? Like right now, as long as you follow the plan. Like,
literally today.
Right now.
You could be a consistently profitable trader today by following the plan today. The moment you become the professional trader is the moment you become the professional trader, right? It's all about embodiment, really.
Yo, true. Yeah, because I gotta become a profitable trader every day, you know, by making sure I'm sticking to the plan, sticking to the rules. There's also, you know, 1,500 people here who all have opinions, and right, so you got to make sure you're on top of it. So anyone who streams or anything like or trades in front of other people, they have that extra load of pressure on them, right, to trade basically, right? But even with that pressure, you still have to be stone cold, stick to your mechanics, stick to what works for you, and never take, you know, the opinions of anybody else or the market itself, right? Sometimes the market's going to drive down. You might want to take a sell here. Don't take the opinion of the market. Wait for the confirmation of it, right? Make sure that candle closes below before getting into a trade, right? So just got to remain, you have to be your own boss, right? And do not break the plan. The best plan is always to follow the plan.
Yep. I was this helps me a lot, and I was talking about this with the clubhouse, but think about right now, who is the person living your desired reality, right? Just think about that person living your desired reality, and now think about what they would do throughout your day today, right? And everything you do, I want you to think about what would they do, and then just embody it, just copy them, just do exactly what they do. And that right there is going to be the formula to live in your desired reality, right? Because you're already living it. So now it's going to come to you, right? You must become it, and then you attract it. So you become it and you attract it right to you. That's what manifestation really is too, you know. In Outsmart Reality, it talks about true manifestation is shifting to such a degree internally that you are no longer dependent on seeing the external reality change at all.
Yeah, you don't even care
That's
about
the type of state you gotta, and that's the type of state you gotta get yourself into.
Facts.
Because then you're gonna outsmart reality.
Yup.
And instead of trying to force reality, you just outsmart it and create it.
Glitch. You glitch. Yep, I love that. A little detachment. It doesn't even matter. Like,
Yeah.
again, like
Exactly.
if you're living the life, or if you can see it in your mind so clear, you will get to a weird point where you don't even care if it happens. And guess what? Not too long after that, boom, it shows up. So you'll get to a point where you can feel it so clear, and it feels so real in the mind, in that like 15-minute meditation session you do, that you don't even care if it actually happens, because you know you can go enjoy it anytime you want, right? Again, that's a skill set in its own too, right? Getting into that state, aligning with it. You're basically going to another realm, as crazy as that sounds, right? You're in the imaginative state. But it's beautiful. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And again, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I don't even care if it happens. I don't care if I get it, because I already got it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Don't care if
That's
I
what
get it.
Neville talks about.
Yep. Detachment kicks in at that point.
Neville, you listen to Neville, he talks a lot about the feeling is the secret. And what he means by that is, once you feel it, it's yours, right? Because, all right, I could wait to get to 10K in profits, for example, just 10K in profits. I could wait for that and feel it, right? Like when that happens, I'm going to feel it. But I can, and the feeling is what's going to make me enjoy the moment, right? But I can experience that feeling right now by simply going to the mental realm, right? Going to the unseen realm, just by closing my eyes and visualizing it. I can live the moment in the unseen realm where everything exists, right? That's the reason we must go first to the unseen realm, because that's where everything exists, right? You look at everything around in life right now, everything here was created in your mind, right? It was once a thought. Every physical object was once a thought. And in order to create that thought into reality, right, you had to manifest it from the unseen to the seen, right? So you must first go there, because that's where everything exists, right? They also call it the quantum realm. So you got to go there, because that's where everything exists, right? So that's just the rules of the game, just like in baseball, right, Rafi? Like 3 strikes, you're out. Like, why isn't it 2 strikes? We don't know. We don't know. That's the rules of the game, man, you know? So that's the way the universe operates, and it doesn't even care about your feelings, right? It only cares about operating by its laws, so.
Facts. And we talked about that one time too, like assumption is stronger than effort and willpower combined. It's crazy. Assumption, so that feeling that we're talking about is stronger than effort and willpower combined. So again, a lot of people, they have the scales off. They're working too hard, but they're not paying enough attention to this scale, right? So you got to learn how to balance the scales when it comes to this stuff, right? Feeling is the key. Remember, your external world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. So your assumptions, your self-concepts, your dominant feelings, your burning desire, right? Whatever you put the most attention on, like we talked about, is what the subconscious mind will go out and create for you.
And we got that, and we also have the reticular activating system, which is that filter that we've talked about before. So when you have the subconscious and now you have the GPS, right? You have 2 forces working at hand on the thing that you focus on. And we talk about, man, feeling is the secret. Just think about this, like, how many times do you think about, oh man, I want to go and get a coffee? There's a feeling right there. Everything moves you to go and get that coffee, right? Oh man, I want to eat this spaghetti at this restaurant. There's a feeling in there whenever you feel it. There's a vision in it. So now you're using the visual and the feeling of what it is to be in there. We do this every day without you even knowing. So why is it so hard for these things that we can't see yet? Is because there are some other emotions that we're tapping into and we believe in more than what we want, which is fear, right? What if I don't make it? What if I can't do it? What if you shift that and you start feeling, how's it gonna feel when you make it? And you start living in that frequency. And Nick talked about it earlier. Your subconscious is gonna reject. It's normal. And that's the reason why you keep going at it. Because it's gonna come into a point that it bends and start believing just as much as you believe that you can't. And what if you don't make it? Wait a second. we actually might be able to make it because he keep insisting. And the energy that you go with it, this is how everything's gonna happen. So think, you just use that as an example. Man, you want to get that coffee, it feels good to go to that cafe, right? It feels good to go and order it. Well, do the same exact thing with the thing that you want, and you'll see it's gonna do wonders.
Yeah, man.
That guitar though,
Fire stuff.
Oh yeah.
Think about it. Just think about it.
No, literally, man. SFS. I saw that. I want to challenge the belief. Just Nick said too one time. He said, "We're just encouraging to think, not really what to think, just to think, really." So it's just something to think about.
Spot on.
Hey, yeah, you don't believe it, don't use it. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's as old as time too. By the way, this stuff is as old as time, so it's nothing new.
And me personally, chat, I ain't gonna trust something from some random person on the internet. I'm not gonna just trust that. I'm gonna have to test that before I could trust that. So don't trust us. Test us, bro. We could be wrong.
Yeah, 100%. We could be totally wrong.
Yes, sir. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead, follow me on Instagram and watch as I bend reality one day at a time. And can continue to use these principles.
Just watch Nick win,
and use this to create the life of my dreams and be a good example for you guys, so you guys can apply the same things that I've been able to apply here.
I love it, man. Love it.
The quantum realm is just as real as the physical realm. You just can't see the quantum realm. You know, it's invisible. It's called imagination. So that's why Jesus said, be like the kids, be like the child, right? Have the childlike faith. Because a lot of times the matrical system that we're a part of, as we grow up, it wants to make us grow up. So it does anything it can to get us to be a responsible adult, right? That doesn't consider any of this stuff here, right? But if you remember back to when you were a 6 or a 5 or a 7 or an 8-year-old child, I bet you used your imagination really well before the programming got to you. So it's all about going back to that, you know, whatever they kind of got us off, we want to notice that and be able to understand why they're trying to put us in that direction, ultimately because we have superpowers of our own, right? And we can do this stuff. We're literally God's highest form of creation, and you know, we have that opportunity to create as well. It's in all the scriptures, it's in all the religious text, and it's definitely a common theme in a lot of the most successful people, and not just money. All right, when I say success, please don't get it twisted. I'm not referring to lots of money, right? Success has a lot of components, a lot of areas, but we know that most of the successful people have the same thing in common. And what is it? Consciousness is reality. Your perceived reality is stronger than the reality itself, and you can go out and create. So test it. Don't just take my advice, you know. Go ahead and test it, or don't test it. Either way, we good.
And you think about it too. It's like you put your happiness into money. It's like, bro, the amount of money out there is infinite, bro. There's so much money. It can go on and on and on, bro. So it's like you'll never get anywhere with your happiness. You'll never be happy if your happiness is stored in money. You're never gonna be happy because there's never ending money. There's never ending supply of money. So you will never be happy. You gotta find happiness in purpose, man, in process. That's where the happiness is present.
The biggest trap is oh, sorry, yeah, keep going.
No, yeah, I was gonna say too, like happiness is not by chance, it's by choice. And Jim Rohn once said that as well, bro. Like I can choose to be happy today with the perspective of happiness, bro. You know, to be honest, I have everything a rich man has. It could just be less valuable, right? There's a lot of things to be grateful for, like family and a roof over my head and a shower and food, right? Like all those things, right? You just transfer your energy, right? You start to again live heaven on earth and experience some positivity and some happiness and joy.
Yeah, really, we can feel happy right now, not attached to anything. We're already born rich, so we already got everything they got too. We got energy, all of that. Really, what's really worth we got. All the material things, maybe not yet, but still.
The cool thing, and Nick, I know you know this too, man, but it's like, what truly matters is the things that money can't buy. You know, like like your relationships, like your soul, your ambitions, and the true things that matter really are, you know, again, your loved ones, the roof over your head, your shelter, your food in your mouth. Like those things really matter, and you can have that by being poor. You don't have to be rich to have that. And again, rich and poor is a state of mind as well, not necessarily a condition of the pockets, but a condition of the mind. And yeah, you know, you can choose to think about those things and experience happiness, right? And like I said, all those things, those are what matters, right? Everything else is extra. Everything else is a commodity. You think about a lot of those materialistic things, it's all just a cherry on top of what you got right now when you think about it, right? Like Nick, that Porsche was just a cherry on the top, bro, of what you got already.
Some days it felt better in the quantum realm. You know, in this realm now I gotta worry. My engine lights on, or this or that, right? In the quantum realm there was nowhere. It was just drive it, cruise, in perfect conditions. You know what I mean?
Oil change.
I got to go get gas. I got $4,000 oil change. You know what I mean? But
$1,000 key now.
I lost my key, and it was going to cost me $2,000. You know, so sometimes it's, believe it or not, you actually enjoy it more in the spiritual realm. You know, you enjoy the hunt sometimes more than the meal itself. You know, that's the way I would put it. So.
Hell yeah, man.
What's the plan? Where to buy? Where to sell? Isn't it frustrating that I know and you don't?
Good trading is boring trading.
Right? So you want to learn. The plan's to learn. You know, the plan is to really learn. Like, nothing here looks that good, right? I think sells are clean below 47 here, and that's probably it for me. Yeah, buys above 74 on the 1 hour, 30 minute, but other than that, nothing in between. Massive range that's really not producing much.
That's why I love being in a community of like-minded individuals. Bro, if I was trading alone right now, I'd be super lonely, super bored. And good trading is boring trading. I'm not saying that's bad, but I would be very bored, very lonely. But being in here, we can talk about good things. I can lift my frequency up.
Yeah.
Build relationships, help others. I mean, this is a W. Get yourself in a community.
Yeah, definitely.
Going to the gym? Yeah, let's get it. Big gym day?
Let's get it.
Yeah. Body bond. Yeah, I like that, Levy. I like that. Good stuff. Learning. Okay. Perfect, my friend. Yeah. So I would say like closures below. You're going to need a resistance here too. You know, the market is chopped today. If I could put it straight to you, the market conditions suck, right? These are not too feasible for trading. These are not that good for trading. You're in a very, very tough, difficult situation here on gold. So, you know, either buys above or sells below, but anything in here, I'm probably just going to keep myself out of it. 4 hour dirty, broke the highs, broke the lows after FOMC. You got massive press conference coming in at 2:30 p.m. today. So I would be well aware. You guys ever played the game Pac-Man? Anyone? That boy out today.
That's now.
Pac-Man, baby. He's coming.
He's been out the whole week.
And y'all know what he likes. He likes to eat pips and dollars. He likes profits. He likes profits. So just, you know, be aware. Be aware. These are the days where Pac-Man comes out the most.
Oh,
ding, 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 ding.
Insane, man. Pac-Man's out here.
Do we trade Power Hour in the clubhouse? No, we don't. We trade Asian, London, and then New York. Just the main sessions. We like to get involved where like the environment is best for trading. So we try and stick to the main sessions. We used to stream Power Hour a while back, but we ended up not moving forward with it because it just didn't make sense. Plus, traders' eyeballs were falling out. We were on the stream from like 7:30 in the morning all the way to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Shout out to all the real ones that were there with us.
Clubhouse, who remembers that? I want to know. Who remembers New York streams at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah, Jay Cooper, I know you remember. Hell yeah. Used to listen in the gym, yo. What time? What great times, bro. The good old days.
What about waiting for a top wick to sell, but first the price makes a lower wick and then a top wick and then price goes down? Yeah, that's a good question. So it all depends, you know, if the candle opens up, and let me just read the example. Okay, opens up and makes a top wick to sell. First price makes a lower wick. Okay, cool. So basically you got a bearish candle. Candle opens up, drives down a little bit or a lot of bit, right? And then comes up and makes a top wick. So the question is, once the top wick is formed, can we re-enter on the current wick, right? I'm pretty sure that's the question. So the answer to that would be yes, under certain conditions. So if that wick is close by, right? So if price only drove down a little bit and then came up and made a top wick and now it's coming back to re-break that low, it's a good idea to re-enter. But if price drove down like so far, right, to begin with, and then came up to make a top wick, so now you're looking at something like this, right? You probably don't want to enter on the break of that low there. If anything, what I would do in this case is I would wait for the candle to close, right? So as long as the candle closed and it closed strong bearish and it was still like in good favor, what I would do is I would wait for the next candle to create a top wick, use that one as my stop loss, and then enter right here on that very next candle. So that's what I would do. If it moved too far from the jump, I wouldn't execute. If it stayed pretty close, then you see me execute on that like all the time. So does that help? Does that answer the question? Pretty sure that's what you were asking. Best volume times during Asian session would be like between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so I like trading at, like, again, just like New York session, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. I like that in Asian session as well.
Yep. 8 p.m. though too, bro. Get some crazy volume. Asian Open.
Yeah, it does. It does. If I had $5,000, how would I management like prop firms, real accounts? So it would all depend on my skill level, you know, the level of my skill set. If I had really good skill set, I'd probably put like $4,000 in like a live account and maybe put like spread the $1,000 with prop firm accounts. If I didn't have the best skill set, then I would use that $5,000 to learn. I'd hire a coach, a mentor. I'd join a community like the Clubhouse or one of those. Start to learn. You know, buy like a cheap challenge prop firm account, and then use some of that money to learn, and then some of that money to like just test yourself in the market, and then you know, just get better from there. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. 15-minute onion, because the 4 hour is potentially going to be a rocket ship here. Yeah, we don't know where this 4 hour candle wants to go, right? So it is very dangerous to take a sell right here, right? Because that can wick down and we can just continue moving off to the races. None of the sells held strong at all here today. So closures below 47 are going to be best. Asian sesh begins at 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Oh, let's look at NQ though, because gold.
That's a sell I would take maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah, gold's in a very tough situation here, especially with FOMC coming up, and NQ
might just range pre FOMC here.
When did this happen? 30 minutes ago? How did that? Oh, okay, that doji. Yeah, NQ not too bad either, but again, all over the place as well. Yeah, maybe below support here. Yeah. By the way, these are days where you really, you know, don't even want to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like in most cases, like a lot of traders are not even showing up today. They're letting all the news come out and whatnot and just getting back to it later.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, let's go. You got your nephew involved, eh? Let's go. Shout out to everyone trading with their mom and dad and, you know, their brothers and their family. We have so many people that just invite their family into this opportunity, right? And all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're both getting payouts. Like, we have so many, like, tag team father, son, cousins, brothers. I mean, it's epic. Epic. Yeah, so congrats, man.
Thanks, bro. Shout out all the families trading, man. I love that.
Families.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Yo, if my mom or dad traded, I would think that would be so sick.
Hell yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Now conversations would be a lot different.
A dinner table? Dinner conversations?
Right?
Yeah, wow.
Because the
Dinner
thing is,
convers-
like,
That's how it's gonna be.
you're gonna be talking about so many different things, not just support resistance and breakouts. Like, you know,
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
you're in a
facts.
journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. So, yeah, it will be a lot different.
Instead of the conversation like, hey, little Billy, what'd you learn at school today? Nothing. Now it's like, hey, Billy, did you see that inverted celery at 9:30? You took that, right? I mean, that was absolutely amazing. Yeah, Dad, I got involved in that. Did you get involved? Yeah, I was already involved. Like, what? Now that's the dinner table I want to be a part of.
Same here.
Maybe I think my dinner table would be like that.
Mom
Awesome.
Dukes is like, hey, can you
kids.
can you tell me why you didn't execute at 9:30? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, can you pass the salt? Yeah, pass the salt here. Yeah, thanks.
So wait, why didn't you take that trade again?
Anyways,
Yeah, tell me one.
what made that trade really good? Yeah.
As you're cutting into like
Do
your
you take
meatloaf.
that 930? Yeah. How many contracts? Okay, good.
Pass the pepper.
Precise enough.
Yeah. Pass the ketchup and the gravy.
Done for the day. Good idea. Good idea.
That's the cool thing about trading, right? Visal, we could just call it a day, bro. You know, it's like I don't gotta wait till 12 a.m. or anything. I could just call
I
it
don't
right
gotta
now.
wait for 5 p.m.
See, many people think I got into trading for money, but really I got into it to not listen to it to not have a boss. Really, all the other things that people get into trading for, the real reasons I'm here.
How many of y'all have sat up?
Take advantage of that freedom.
You ever sit at the place where you clock out? There's like 6 minutes left. You're like, 6 minutes. You're just waiting to clock out. You ain't got to do that in trading. You can just walk. You just walk. Just bounce right now. How do I trade candles so well? I've been doing it for a while. Just like anything, you do it for a long time, you become better. You do it consistent enough, you get the hang of it.
Whoever has the worst P&L will do the dishes.
Facts, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
You broke your plan today? All right, chores all week for you. You got to wash the dishes
Bro,
all
you
week.
bet I'm copying
That's
like
gangster.
20 accounts.
So funny, man.
Grandpa. No.
Yeah, I just saw that one too. That's funny.
Yeah, Leonardo, let me ask you, are you going against any sort of any of the plan at all? So are you getting to the XFA and then starting to get in that rushy feeling? Because if you got to 6 XFAs, but then you're blowing them after passing, then there's something different. There's something that's shifting from when you're trading the combine to when you're trading the XFA. And again, this is why we talk about mentality so much. Because how is it that one can pass six combines at 6 different times, yet blow every one of them when it goes to the XFA? So again, this whole game is not all about technicals, in which I know you guys think it is, but it's not. So sometimes you guys, they're talking about the mind again, they're talking about mentality again, blah, blah.
Yep.
You don't realize how big of a role it plays in your longevity, right? And your success. So chances are you're shifting something mentally, right? Maybe you're making some technical mistakes, but those are probably happening because the mental side is rushing into trades, or not taking the right opportunities because it's fixed on the payout now. So whatever you're doing in the combines, don't change a thing when you get to the XFAs, right? Again, try not to involve yourself too much. Once the money comes in, now you invite your emotions, you invite your fears and doubts and everything into the equation. Try not to do that. So if you have to get into that XFA, lower your size down to where it's really low and chip away, and who cares? Maybe it takes you 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to get a payout. So be it. At least you can chip away, do it properly, and earn your own respect that way versus, all of a sudden, all right, I could do the combine, but oh my God, it's an XFA now. What am I going to do? Can I really do this? Well, the doubt starts creeping in. So literally just stick to what works, bro. Like, don't try and get too ahead of yourself. Chip away day by day and let that payout come to you. The mind changes after the combine for some reason. Yeah, because now the money's there. Now the money's on the line. So again, once money or the thought of money came into the situation, all of a sudden the mind got chaotic. So that's why we're trying to preach and teach you guys, don't focus on the money, right? Like, I think we can all agree that we're here to make money. We want to make money. We want to make millions of dollars, right? Okay, we got that established. Now forget about the money and let's go work the plan, right? So performance over profits. So Leonardo, what I would say is on your next FA, I want you to write down, name the account. I don't even care what you do. Put a piece of paper, performance over profits. Who cares? If you keep rushing it, you'll never get it, right? Think about how has rushing it got you this far, right? Hasn't gotten you anywhere. So the more you rush, believe it or not, the more time it takes. So if you settle down, focus on performance over profits every trade, every day, that will ultimately get you your payout on your XFA. All right. So try and do that. Try your best to do it and not to make, too many. Just give yourself a little break. You know what I mean? Don't put so much pressure on yourself to get this payout and put the pressure on the playbook.
Yep. Yes, sir. Like we said in the beginning, man, create a personal trading constitution and follow that every day. Like it's like religiously follow it every day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you were here either, Leonardo, when I said it before. You may have been, but I'm not too sure. But like whatever income you got in right now, man, to allow you to not focus so much on the money. You don't need to focus on the money, right? If you got income coming in. So if you got the income coming in, then use that as a mental hack that this income is paying me to follow my process here today. So I don't have to worry about the money because I'm going to have it come in next week. I could just do my job here today. So,
yeah.
100%. And you wasn't you.
You got to understand, some people say, well, Nick, it's hard not to focus on the money when all I'm here is for the money. I know. I know it's hard, dude. That's why no one's making money, because it's hard, right? Did you think it was going to be easy? Like, I just, right? I know it's hard, right? That's why only few become successful, because only few are willing to accept the fact that it is hard and they, can work on getting better. So when you tell me, man, it's hard not to focus on the money, dude, I already know. I already know that, right? But that's what creates the separation. That's what makes the winners win and the losers lose over time. It is hard. You're right. Very hard. Extremely hard, actually.
Yeah, but you clearly know what you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't pass those accounts. So the same process that you kept right there and the same plan that you executed on to get there to the funded stage, do the same thing. But the only thing that comes in the way now is emotions and ego. And we think the market is here to hurt us almost because we take some other trades, so we put way too much emotion on one particular trade, right, to win or something like that. So just step out of the way a bit and just let the plan take over and do exactly the same process and the same thing as you did on your combines there, because you clearly know what you're doing. Otherwise, you wouldn't have passed 6 accounts.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what to do. We know that. Yep.
Yeah.
The problem is, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people don't really know how to. It's not just the mind, it's your nervous system. That's what tickles everything. When you get into a level of stress that you're not even capable of comprehending, it will shut down your coherent thinking completely. So based out of the state that you're in, based out of the perception that you have between a combine and a XFA, yeah, the mind attacks, but if your nervous system shuts down, bro, like that's the reason why a lot of people know what they're supposed to be doing, but they can't. Why? Because there's something deeper, a deeper force that doesn't let you do what you know what you're supposed to be doing. So again, this is the reason why we talk about these things, because they are deeper forces that control what we do physically and mentally and emotionally, that only just you knowing that, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be thinking probabilistic. But when that side of your brain shuts down completely, bro, good luck. Can't do it. Can't do it. That's the reason why we need to keep working on these things, because it's the only way for you to become aware, have a plan that you can work on it, and slowly start shifting and improving the nervous system to be able to adapt to uncertainty and all the kind of stuff that we deal with in this game.
It's the only way. Again, you could have one green month due to luck and not do this, right? It's easy to have a 1 month that looks like that, right? But can you do it month after 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 month, right? Like, you don't do that unless you have the mental capabilities that we're talking about. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it long term. Emotions will sway you, too much between now and then. So when we're talking here, we're really talking to the professional that wants to treat this like a true business and like live long term with these profits. You know what I mean? So if you're just like in this for the fun and whatnot, we're not talking to you, right? Do whatever you guys want to do. But for those that want to actually count on an income from trading long term, be able to set up a lifestyle, take care of their families, all that type of stuff, you're who we're talking to, right? So these are things that are required to stay profitable long term. If you don't got that, you're gonna compromise here and there to due to emotions that rise and whatnot. So keep that in mind too. If you guys are just hanging out and you're just like, yo, I like trading and I'm not trying to take it that serious, we're not talking to you. But we're talking to the ones that want to really, really do this long term. What's the reason for not taking the buy? No bottom wick. No bottom wick. 15-minute candle, got no bottom wick here.
Yeah, what's really interesting, and again, this is kind of stuff that I do on the other side, or because obviously we can't be talking about all of this on a stream. People would just feel bored, but just something. I need to drop this question for you guys to kind of like go on the day and think about it. Have you thought about stress? What stress does to the body? Have you thought about that for a second? Just not to go too deep, stress causes diseases and all that kind of stuff. It just lets you know how much affects the body. Now, I want you to know that when you're trading, you are in a stressful environment. Why? Because you're dealing with uncertainty, risk, and money. Have you learned, or have you taught, have the school system taught you how to handle stress? No. How do you handle stress when you're in a position that you actually need the money? How do you handle stress whenever you're in a position that if you lose this account, everything that you thought about possible will vanish? Have you thought about that? If you think about that right now and you put yourself in that state, I'll guarantee you're going to have a physiological response. Heart start increasing, you start breathing a little harder, right? There is right there proof of stress stimuli. Whenever you understand these things and you see how much that affects you when you click the button, that's not a mental issue, this is a stress issue. We're talking about the nervous system again. Emotions, that's what we deal with. 90% of the people deal with those things. How do you go about that? It's not just about the strategy. Again, we talk about this over and over. The mental side, awareness, growth, personal growth and development, right? This is what's gonna take you to the next level. There are guys who, like all the athletes, are already talented that way. They already understand it. There are a lot of guys who don't have any problem with risk. They understand risk. Risk is not an issue. For example, like Nick, you have a very high tolerance for risk, don't you? Would you agree on that?
Yeah, definitely. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. There are people who don't have your tolerance. So therefore, your guys' response to risk is going to be completely different. You're going to be able to manage things when there's risk different than somebody that doesn't have the same tolerance, right? This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, there is a lot of work that needs to be done, and it isn't just in the technical. We're talking about the emotional side, the mental side, overall, everything, like I said before. something that keeps you in the lineup. And that's going to be this kind of work. The deeper work that people, philosophy, don't want to be listened to, right? Just think about that for a second. Go out today and just think about it, because I know it's going to light a bulb for you.
Yeah, no, that's good. Think about it, he said. Just think about it.
Which is one of the things people struggle with. People don't think.
Yep.
And Henry Ford said that, right? He said the hardest job in the world is to think, and that's why many people won't do it. You know, most people don't like thinking.
Yeah.
Bro, I think everyone should practice solitude, right? It doesn't matter how long, you know, start small and work your way up to it. Start with like 30 minutes. 30 minutes of sitting in a room with complete silence, just you and your thoughts. Solitude, man. You'll start asking yourself why. When you start asking yourself why, that's where answers start to come.
That's the best question that you can ask.
Yep.
Why? I was talking to a guy, and I'm trying to understand, because this person comes in and says, bro, I can't be disciplined. I blew an account. Interesting. And I started asking why, because I'm trying to navigate. The person got like triggered. I'm like, bro, I just have this and this. And I'm like, yo, just listen. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from, because the problem isn't that you're blowing accounts. That's not the problem. The problem is the emotional trigger that is literally shutting down your rules and shutting down your performance skills. That's what we need to find out. How do we find that out? Is by asking why. Right? But I just, people don't ask why. It's one of the most powerful questions that you can ask.
Seriously, man.
Listen to your kids. Listen how good the questions. Those of you guys that are parents, listen to how good. Listen how good the questions are from the kids, man. All right? And you'll notice they always say why. Why? It's the greatest question in the world is why. Yep,
Yes,
the
sir,
why
bro.
becomes bigger than the how. Success goes. Yeah, exactly.
And the big thing about like controlling your mind and stuff and your thoughts and your meanings, the beliefs, like it's like you're either inputting things into your mind or someone else is, right? Like someone else, like if you're not thinking right thoughts and managing your thoughts, then someone else will put those thoughts in there for you, right? So when you really start to solitude, then you really start to realize what's in your head, right? Again, people are so distracted they don't even know who's controlling their mind. But when you take the time to just understand who you are and what's going on inside, you're like, wait. The government is running my life right now. The government is running my mind right now. I gotta change these thoughts here, right? Like everything I've been taught is a lie. And now I need to rethink new thoughts, right? And transfer my frequency and stuff like that. But you don't learn that. You don't identify that without the solitude session. So that's why I say apply it, right? You're gonna learn who's in your mind right now, who's feeding your mind and giving you your own delusions, right? And that's what you're gonna spot in that session.
Whose thoughts are you
The time that
thinking?
you stop being curious, the moment that you stop being curious about things, that's the moment that you stop growing. You always want to be asking why. I wonder why this worked that way. I wonder why. If you don't do that, if you don't have that, and that's something that I've talked about before, and there's a reason why, and some people probably just miss it, and I'm going to tell you why I keep saying it, is because you always want to keep that beginner's mind, right? That comes from like Zenism, right? You always want to be that beginner. Like you don't have it all figured out, even though you might have it all figured out. There's always ways to improve the knowledge that you already have. There's always way for you to be even better, right? That's how we get to the greatest side of things. Always ask why. Okay, so you're making 10K. Okay, so why not 20? Why am I not making 20? What can I do different, right? Okay, so there's so many things that you can do, but if you're not curious enough, you're not gonna find the answer that you're looking for. Just become curious. Stay curious. Beginner's mind. That's all I would say.
Yeah, the curiosity killed the cat. They lied that to you. They lied to you. You can't love God and money. I promise you they lied to you there, right? They're lying to you, right? I seen somebody ask a question before, like, hey, like programming the mind, it kind of feels like I'm lying to myself. Well, would you rather lie to yourself, or would you rather the government and the politicians and the school system and the religious dogma? Would you rather let that lie to you? Right? So at least, sheesh, you get to pick what. And by the way, I would replace the lie with program. There is no real or fake reality, or none of that is real. It's just a program, right? So I would consider it programming the mind, not lying to the mind, right? Does that make sense? So they're all lying to you anyway, right? Again, curiosity kills the cat. Oh, let me not go look into that. Let me not go a little further on down the rabbit hole there, right? They don't want you, and they give it to us. They're so evil. They sneak it in when we're little kids, so it just stays in the program and stays in the program all of our life, and we never ever take any time to question it and ask why. All right, why? W session.
Dude, I hate my
W
job,
session.
man. I hate my job. I hate my boss. And why are you still there, though?
Yep. Yeah. Why are you there then? Well, I need the money. Why? Oh, because I have a Benz. Why? Why'd you buy a Benz when you should have bought a Camry? I don't know. I just wanted to reward myself. Why? What have you done? Right? What have you done that deserves a reward? Right? And you just start asking people why, and then they will come to the conclusion that, yeah, I did make a boneheaded, idiot, dumb decision. You're right, actually. I am actually not as smart as I thought I was, and that's actually a good thing, right? When you can find that out, because then what happens is you begin to open yourself up to learning, right? And learning and growth and all that has a lot to do with life. So growth is life, life is growth, but you ain't gonna grow if you if you just think, hey, this is the way it is, and this and this is the way I am, and you're never willing to change or anything, right? You're never gonna accept any of this to actually learn from it. So we're trying to open your mind a little bit. We're trying to make the soil of your mind just a little bit fertile day by day by day, so that these downloads and teachings can kind of like begin to resonate with you more. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anything else? This is absolute chalk. If we look at the 1 hour since we've been here, I mean, it's been absolute garbage, right? So not much happening. I mean, it's pretty predictable, right? FOMC coming in at 2 o'clock. So
Rage.
yeah, it's normal stuff going on here today.
Bro, perfect day to golf though, man.
Great day to golf, I'll tell you that.
We're lit.
Okay, we got Asian session is on the clubhouse, of course, every day, Monday through Thursday. Thursdays are usually the last day, obviously, because there's no Asian in Friday. Yeah. Let's see. Income streams, trading education. I have a consulting company that companies hit me up to consult with. Affiliate deals, crypto investments, long-term investments. It's a lot. It's like 12 different income streams at this point. Yeah. But hey, every multi-millionaire has what? At least, what do they say? 7? At least 7 income streams. So 8, whatever it is. Is it 7? Is it 8? I don't know. Just go out and create some, and let that grow into and blossom into a big portfolio for you. Did someone say golf? I think someone did say golf. Yes.
That was me.
Glory to the Father. Yep. Yeah. How many days left on the OG Clubhouse price? So we're gonna leave the pricing at the OG rate for the whole month. So you guys got the full month to take advantage of it. Whenever you want. We'll be in there waiting, winning, and rooting you on as you come in the door. It doesn't say 180. You guys have to use that other link. Yeah, use this link. Use the link, the new link that's on the YouTube channel. Yeah, there you go. Green got it. Yeah, so Clubhouse at a discounted rate. Never have done a discount before. Never will do it again. Once we're done migrating over to WAP, we'll take it off or whatever. But yeah, you guys got like 30 days, man. So take your time. You don't have to join today, tomorrow. Wait for the time that you're ready, and then when you're ready, pull the trigger. And again, we'll be in there ready to welcome you with open arms and continue to teach you deeper and deeper on some of these topics we just scratched the surface on here on the New York session. Okay, cool. We good? If you guys have any questions whatsoever, send us an email, info@timetrading.com, and we'll help you guys take care of everything. 3 month. Hey, Ben Smith, just send us an email. We'll take care of it today. Anyone 3 month and all that, we're going to hit you up. But if you guys are, like a little antsy, then just shoot us over an email. We'll take care of it for you today. All right. Cool. Johnny Gems, Rafi, Magnus. Wow. Thank you guys for your input here today. I think it definitely served the community well, and hopefully, chat, you guys have taken some things away from today just to think about, not to blindly accept, not to blindly apply into your life, but things to think about, and hopefully they make you better. So appreciate you boys coming on.
Why are we talking about these things? You know, just ask that. Why are they bring this up? Yeah, there you go. Just ask yourself.
Good old why.
You'll find some.
Yep. I wonder why they would want us to know that. Yeah, because we really do want you to experience what it's like to win at the highest levels of life and be the 10.0 version of yourself, as we're all working towards that. So the progressive realization of a worthy dream is where success hangs out, and we want to continue to see you guys progress and enjoy that journey. So, all right.
That's it.
Gang. See you guys tomorrow. Clubhouse, I'll see you guys in the Asian session tonight. It should be a really good Asian tonight after we get some movement here with FOMC, and then everybody else.
Feeling a banger.
Yeah. I'm definitely feeling a banger in Asian tonight.
Definitely.
Everyone else.
Stay out of trouble, man.
Yeah. We'll see you guys.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all.
God bless y'all.
All right,
Thanks for having us here, Nick.
Peace,
all right, boys.
Have a great day, everyone.
Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Johnny Gems, I'll see you on the golf course, son.
I'll see
Chat.
you there, bro.
Later. Love y'all. Have a great day. Blessings, my friends. Hey, if you guys can go out and just encourage one or two people here today. You don't have to give them money. Give them a smile. Give them a compliment. And I think that'll make your day much better. All right? Love y'all. Have a great day. We out of here. Peace out, G's. Later.
Like my name Lazarus, no Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat, like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business, now who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe.
always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center, yeah. Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
B.O.D. Get the spell check, a fact check, and prevent errors going up. See the bent lever, jalapeno hot, y'all just red peppers. All y'all copping copies, but I'm left center. And your shorty glitching on me like a text center. Hit it with a French tenor. Crazy wait until I do the next record. I leave head severed. I don't need to hit the bench ever. But if I do, I'm PRing to the next level. Condo flights to Lufthansa. Already know who you people fans of. Call me Big Daddy in a big body Wrangler. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler. Bullseye, aiming for a cottage with a poolside, full size.
Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.